Experience the fusion of deep suction and therapeutic heat, leaving you feeling restored. Discover a new level of vitality, empowering you to thrive. TheraVolt Cupping. Restore, empower, revitalize. Now available at SoothHub.com. Save up to 40% using my discount code Daphne at checkout. SoothHub.com. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. You guys are not tripping. This is the Queen of Accountability Celebrity Podcast. I am live on a Friday evening. I did this at the spur of the moment. Forgive me if my voice sounds a little different. I am getting over a cold, but I just wanted to do a quick little live and let you guys know what's been going on. Just give you guys some, quick updates. I won't be live too long. So I'm hoping that you guys are happy that I'm doing this live for you guys. I can't believe that there's even this many people on. It looks like that you guys are listening from Facebook. If you guys are from Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, thank you guys for being with me tonight. I know I've been really bad with letting you guys know when I'm going to have a show. And please forgive me for that. The first thing I wanted to say was, I know last year I was supposed to do a few shows and I didn't. And I'm sorry about that. And I wanted to give you guys an update. As you guys know, in September, the Celebrity Podcast was striked 3 times in 1 month. And it caused my page to go down for almost 5 weeks. During that time that my page was down, I was fighting to get my YouTube back. It wasn't easy, but I did have a great team behind me who gave me some pointers on how to get your page back. Once I got my page back, I just wanted to be a little careful on what I spoke about, because it's clear that, people are listening. They're waiting for you to do something or say something so that they can get your channel taken down. Now, before I got those 3 strikes in 1 month, I have never had a strike on this channel. And I've had this channel, I believe, over 12 years. So that just tells you a lot. When you guys are holding people accountable, it comes with a lot of hate. And you will typically see a lot of hate from your own side, your own people. Because as people, a lot of people don't like to see you doing good. And a lot of people don't like that it's you that is doing good. And when people work overtime trying to shut you down and they see that you're still thriving, it angers them. It doesn't make them feel any better. Now, when my page went down, I'm sure they were crip walking. But when that page came back up, it was Silence of the Lambs, part 1, 2, and 3. Y'all feel what I'm saying? That happens. And it's okay. I'm back. I'm strong. As of today, there's no strikes on this channel. 0 strikes. But now I know what to do. And I know that it's okay for other people to talk about you, and you can't get them taken down. But when you're bigger than them, it's easier for them to get you taken down. So lesson learned. So that is why I did not do another show, because I wanted to make sure that when I started doing shows again, that I was on my game. Because now I know that people are going to sit there and throw rocks and then hide their hands. That's what people do in this world. That's what happens all the time, right? So again, guys, I wanted to say thank you for all the support. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been, emailing me, reaching out to me through all my channels and asking me about Roa Osman. So the first update I want to update you guys on is Rhoda Osman, Rhoda Brick Osman for some of you guys. First, I want to play a little bit of clips, and then I'm going to give you an update on the Rhoda Brick Osman case. So let's go to a clip. Now, I want to remind you guys that when on January 16th, 2024, the celebrity podcast, The Queen of Accountability, I put out that Rhoda had a felony warrant. A lot of people said I was lying. And then on January 17th, everybody followed suit and they started posting the same stuff that I had already posted. I was the only page in the world to break the news that Rhoda Osman had a felony warrant. Again, that was January 16th. I'm giving you guys these dates because there's still a plethora of people out there that think they are me and they think that they solved the case. But we all know who did. We all know the truth. I don't care how many times people try to spin their lies around. We know what the sergeant said. We know what the detective said. We know whose name is in that charging document. So there's no need to argue with fools, right? When we know the truth. But January 16th is when I put that out there. So those people that are saying that they solved this case, tell them when did they put out that Rhoda had the warrant. And if it was January 15th, I will say on my show, you are the best person in the world. But I promise you that will never, ever happen because I was the first one, right? So January 17th, Rhoda did get upset with me and she started to post my personal information on her Instagram. So Rhoda never really stopped talking about me. She's been doing YouTube channels and shows. She's just talking like in innuendos. Instead of saying my name, she's beating around the bush. And she knows why she can't say my name because it's very likely that I'm going to have to testify. But we're going to go into a clip of Rhoda, and then we're going to go into the update, okay? Here it is.
Flashback.
Y'all, this is the first time I've even acknowledged this unhinged woman, the queen of accountability. The queen of delusion. She calls herself a life coach with no emotional intelligence. And she's a fake lawyer too, because apparently she's suing me. And she's a fake police officer because apparently she has an investigation on me. And apparently she's a fake judge because she's about to put a felony on me. I mean, a fake prosecutor because she's about to put a felony on me too. This woman is crazy. And imagine that's what you have to do to get picked. Meanwhile, girls like me are just chasing niggas away. Sad! Girl. Like, I just hope nothing ever happens to her because I don't know who's coming to your rescue. Not your husband and not us. But girl, keep doing what you're doing because you're building a case for me. And when I say that you're going to be crying some Tasha K tears later, because you know Tasha K, she just kept doubling down on Cardi B. Kept doubling down. And now she got a $3 million judgment. She can't ever buy a house. She done messed up her 4 kids' lives. And girl, you and your husband gonna have to be paying me forever. Because every dollar or cent you made, I'm taking it. And everything you gonna make in the future, I'm taking it. Because this bitch really said I was buying diamonds and pearls. Has she seen my bank statements? Does she see the receipt? This woman has 0 receipts. She's already said like 20 fraudulent things about me. And they're all on the internet, public. And I've downloaded every single one. Daphne, I already got you in a chokehold. If I was you, I would get on my knees and repent. Say sorry. Publicly apologize. Because if you don't, I swear to God, those Tasha K tears, we're going to put them on t-shirts and make even more money off of you. Girl, we are going to read you for filth forever. Like your grandkids are going to know your behavior. We are going to archive your behavior forever. You don't know me, baby. I'm a journalist. I keep very good documents. Apologize. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up, girl. Because if you don't, I'm coming.
End of flashback.
I'm asking for support because I cannot do this by myself. I'm a full-time mother, I'm a full-time student, and I'm a full-time employee. And I have done everything I can to reach out to get an investigator, get all the information. I've pretty much done everything for them, including giving them a confession video of this man saying that he assaulted me and that he does not care. And they've had that video since the week before Thanksgiving, and they have not done anything about it. They have not moved forward in the case, and they won't respond to me. I have left over 20 voicemails, over 20 emails, and guess what? They respond to people who have nothing to do with this case.
Wow. So everybody heard Rhoda Brick Osman threatened me several times. And I want to remind you, she said she has downloaded everything. Do you think she kept the threats that she made to the celebrity podcast, the Queen of Accountability? When did you ever hear me say things like this to Rhoda? You even heard her call me a bitch, right? All the name calling, talking about my husband. This is what the haters do. They try to make you look bad when it's really them, right? She said that I was going to cry Tasha K tears. And she said all this stuff about me. I still haven't got any letters in the mail from Rhoda. Still haven't gotten a lawsuit from Rhoda. I haven't got anything she said I was supposed to get. She said Tasha K kept doubling down and doubling. The difference between Tasha and Cardi B, what I was saying was the truth. You lied. You scammed. You cheated people. And you got caught. That's why nothing has happened to me. Nothing will happen to me. But I want to remind you guys that this woman threatened me so many times, and it will be entered into evidence. That is why she threatened the wrong person, because I didn't reciprocate the threats. I didn't do anything like this to Rhoda. But remember, they're saying that I interfered with her case. No, I didn't. I gave them the truth. She just didn't like that. And then what happened when she started doing all that screaming and hollering? Then she wanted you guys to help her hold the police accountable. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So the update on Rhoda has decided to go to trial. You guys heard me right. Rhoda decided to go to trial. Is that a smart thing to do? Absolutely not. This is why I said earlier that her attorney is not a good attorney. And that is my opinion. And it's my God-given right to have an opinion. I did look up her attorney. Her attorney had a little questionable past. There was a point in her attorney's life where he misused somebody's trust fund money. I would never want someone like that helping me stay out of prison. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And sometimes attorneys will take your case if you are popular, because it helps them get more clientele down the road, even if they lose the case. So I don't think this attorney really has her best interest at heart. And again, that is my professional opinion. Because if I was her attorney, we would not be going to trial. Let me tell you why we wouldn't go to trial. Because Rhoda's whole life is going to be featured in this trial. She does not have a great background. Her whole background is violence and theft and lying and cheating. And I want to remind you guys something. I want to remind you of something. In the same month that Rhoda said that she was assaulted, just less than 2 weeks after that, she gave the police her sister's identification and was arrested on that, giving an officer somebody else's identification and passing it off as your own. So just less than 2 weeks after you being assaulted and you're this battered victim, you're lying to law enforcement. Why? Why lie? How come you couldn't tell them you were Rhoda? How come you told them you were your sister? So she does not have a great relationship with law enforcement either, because she lies. This is what she does. So all these threats and things you were saying to me, it's going to matter to you when I'm on the stand, isn't it? Yeah. See, I stayed quiet for a reason. Y'all feel what I'm saying? But let me show you guys. So I want you to see it too. Here's the document right here, you guys. I hope you guys can see it on your end. I try to make it big. If everybody can't see it, I'm sorry. But as you guys can see, Rhoda's going to be in front of a jury. And I want to remind you guys that on top of her being in trouble for the felony deception, right? Misuse of funds, Rhoda also had a felony indictment put on her in March of 2024. I want to remind you guys, in order to be indicted, they have to present enough evidence to a grand jury, and they have to see that there's enough probable cause that this defendant is in fact guilty. That's what has to happen before a felony indictment can go through. It went through for Rhoda, which means that a pair of 16 to 23 people said this woman is guilty. A grand jury is bigger than a regular jury trial, because a grand jury can have up to 23 people. A regular jury trial, they got 6 to 12 people, right? So if a grand jury is saying, we saw the evidence and you're guilty, what do you think the small jury is going to say? So this is why I don't think the attorney really cares about Rhoda's future, because the biggest jury of them all already said you're guilty. But they're saying, no, 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 no. We don't believe the grand jury. Forget this felony indictment. Forget the 2 misdemeanor assaults that I was already under. Forget all the other assaults that I did in Texas. We're going to take it right to trial and I'm going to win. No, you're not. When you go to trial, now witnesses are brought in. Y'all feel what I'm saying? This is not going to be great for her. So it's sad that her attorney got her to think that this is the best way to go. It isn't the best way to go. And if I am subpoenaed, I will testify. And I'm not lying for her. Oh, yeah, I'm not. I'm bringing every threat you said to me. When you reached out to Major Assaults and told them I was making money off of your name by selling shirts with bricks on them, never sold one shirt with a brick on it. So you notice that she threw out a lot of lies to sound like a victim. And I never did that. She said I paid Olin. Never did that either. So again, for her to go to trial on something that she already lost, I just don't understand why her attorney would let her do that. She should have just took a 2-year plea and did her time and went home and did what she had to do. But instead, you're gonna go for the max. See, the thing is this, like what she did, she can serve up to 10 years in prison. Now, I'm not saying she will, but when you got somebody that was already on probation, I want to remind you, Rhoda was already on probation. That was a violation of her probation, what she did to Olin, right? Then you give an officer a fake name. So what I'm saying is, this isn't going to go well for her. It isn't. And it's sad that her attorney he's black. And he doesn't see that this isn't a smart move. If you already got a felony indictment on you, why would you take the chance of going to trial? The grand jury already said that, yeah, this is enough to say that she's guilty. So you're going to try a smaller jury thinking you'll get a different result? No, you're not. No. Now you're leaving the max into their hands. And when they look at everything you've done to get to this point, how in between time you were on these YouTube channels, still talking stuff, still acting a fool, still shaking your butt in the club. All of that will be entered in. It's not going to be a good look, you guys. It isn't. So if you ask me, yeah, I don't think this was a smart move on their part at all. And those who didn't believe that she had a felony indictment, I'm going to show you that too, because I always come with the receipts. This was the felony indictment that they got on Rhoda that went through. And I want to remind you, in order for a felony indictment to go through, the grand jury would have to determine there's enough probable cause. They determined that. So I'm telling you, if a grand jury said, Daphne, yeah, you're guilty, I wouldn't take my chance at trial with a small jury. I wouldn't, because now I'm looking at the max instead of being able to work out a deal. You see what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what you guys think. I'm looking at the comments. She's going to hold that lot. Yeah. And if I should have to testify, I know there's things I won't be able to talk about, but at least I'll be able to give you guys some updates. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because I was told that there's a possibility, and I would say a 90% chance that I'm going to have to testify. And that's why it's pushed back to April, to give people adequate time to prepare. And if I'm summoned, I have to go. Subpoenas, you have to go, right? If she wasn't saying my name in 50 videos and saying that I ruined her case, we wouldn't be here. You should have just accepted that you lied and held yourself accountable and dealt with the consequence. But you still wanted to talk. Let me show you guys this too. So here's what I was talking about here as far as the court date, so you guys can see it. So as you guys can see, you see the last instrument filed. It says felony indictment. So I want to remind you, she's been indicted too. So again, I don't know why her attorney would do this, but I know in this world, there are attorneys out there that will take cases for people only to get the clout. They won't even charge you. The payment is them getting recognized for working your case because it went viral. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So this is the final date. This will seal Rhoda's fate. April 7th. That's it. This is the final stop for this case. And whatever the outcome is, you guys will be able to know. Okay? And this is the type of thing where there's going to be news media. So you guys will probably see it on the news or whatever, because I'm sure they're going to be there too. Now, here's the other case that I was telling you guys about, where she gave an officer her sister's ID. right? She went to jail for this. This is another case that she has to face in February. So this, for you to have all these cases, it doesn't make you look like a victim at all. It doesn't. This is a really bad look. And this is who he's telling to go to trial. And I want to remind you guys, when you go to trial, y'all know how they do black men or men in general. They're going to show you what you did when you were 7, right? Let me show you guys something else. Hold on. What is this one? Okay. This is the biggest part that I thought you guys needed to see. This is her history. This is everything she's done. So if this was trial, they're looking at all of this stuff here. As you guys can see, she did a lot of stuff in America and overseas. She's been doing stuff all over. This will all be considered. And if you look at the bottom of this document, you guys, it says, the investigation shows that the defendant previously committed a similar theft by deception in Minnesota. That is what I sent them early in the game. This is what I sent to them early. And they started working with the Minnesota State Police. And this is how they were able to figure out, okay, Daphne was right. She succeeded in getting 5,000 from people the first time, but never reported it. So again, guys, I just wanted to remind you that what she's doing, I don't think it was a smart move, but I guess we'll see what happens. If she thinks that this small jury is going to say, you know what, the grand jury, you guys are wrong. She didn't deserve a felony indictment. This woman's innocent. We're not going to do it. Okay. But I want to remind you, this case could have been dismissed at any time during all of these court cases, and it never got dismissed. But there was a felony indictment put on it. So again, when you get those felony indictments, that typically means this case is going to be, it's going to go the other way, meaning she's not going to win. A felony indictment right there is kind of like it's telling you now, good luck if you go to trial. I wouldn't have went to trial, but I guess her attorney feels like maybe he can help her. I don't know, but we'll find out. Right? I'm looking at y'all comments. I feel sorry for her son. It's her attorney. You know what? His name is on the document. So I'm positive that he's going to be her attorney when this goes to trial. It just upset me when I read about what he did with that client's trust fund money. I just thought that was very, very, very upsetting. When you get an attorney, you trust them and you hope that they do everything that's ethical, right? And then when they're abusing funds, that just, to me, it don't sit right with me. It don't. But again, this is who she chose. This is who's going to be keeping her out of prison. But all I'm saying is, when you have priors like she does, you're going through 2 cases. 2 cases. She went to jail on giving the officer a false name. And I don't want you to forget, she crashed her car into a wall because she was under the influence. That was in Texas too. So when they see how reckless she has been, they're not going to say, "Oh, you're a PhD student." Well, she's not a PhD person yet. You almost have a PhD. You're such an innocent mother with a kid. We're not going to give you any jail time. You don't deserve that, you beautiful human being. No, they don't look at you like that. When they see everything on paper, what you've done, they don't see an innocent person going for a PhD anymore. And for her to say that I called myself a fake lawyer, fake cop, never said any of those things. But don't you find it odd how she ended up getting the felony? It didn't come from me, though. It came from her state, not me. I helped them, but I didn't do it. You feel what I'm saying? So everything she kind of predicted, and said that I was going to be the one crying, it wasn't me. It's her. She was the one crying, going on all these shows, ranting and screaming and hollering and crying. It's her. It isn't me. But if you're going to sue me, do it. I can't wait. The fact that she hasn't sued me means that I wasn't lying. Y'all feel what I'm saying? But I want to remind you that when you are telling the truth, they will still continue to say that you're lying. And they will assassinate your character. They'll talk about your husband, talk about your family. This is what they do to make you feel like you did something wrong when you didn't. This is why I tell women and men, don't stop holding them accountable, even when they are disrespecting you, because they do it to make you feel like you're doing something wrong, but you're not. Nobody likes to be told, if they're wrong, especially someone that doesn't like accountability, right? But at the minute that the police said, you know what, now we see that she's lying, she wanted y'all to help her hold them accountable, and nobody helped her. because they knew that Rhoda messed up and this was the end. Now, she might be doing all these shows and all that stuff, but remember, everything you do while you're awaiting or going through trial, it can be used against you. Any attorney would have told her to stop. So ask yourself this: how come her attorney told her? How come her attorney didn't tell her to stop doing these shows? What attorney would tell their client while you were trying to get out of this predicament, I need you to stay quiet? They would never say do YouTube shows and crash out, right? So that tells you a lot about her attorney. Any attorney you get, the first thing they tell you to do is shut up. It protects you. But when you're on these platforms saying somebody got you in trouble and they were obsessed with you, no, I wasn't obsessed with you. I never called your school. I never put your information out there, her address. She said I did and I didn't. If I did, where's the crime? Where's the police report? So again, she said a lot of things I did, but I didn't do. But I want to remind you that a real attorney would have told Rhoda to turn it off last year. She's been doing a lot of stuff since then. So what kind of attorney would let their client dig a deeper hole? Her attorney. So again, you think that same attorney is going to be able to help her in trial when he can't help her on the internet? Come on, you guys. We a lot of us have brains here, right? So we know already what's going to happen, right? We know what's going to happen. At the end of the day, guys, this case, I can't wait for it to be wrapped up. I'm actually, glad that April's the last stop because this case has been going on far too long. I feel like they should have been wrapped this up in 2024. It shouldn't have came into this year, right? But it did. And whatever the outcome is for Rhoda, hopefully she's able to get her life back on track. One thing that a lot of people should learn from Rhoda, before you get on this internet and create a sob story for money, you better make sure you cover all angles. Because as the public, we are not wrong for investigating. It is not unlawful to check a story out. Any woman or man that goes on the internet and cries and say they lost it all, like right now with the fires in California, anybody that's on the West Coast going through these fires, I'm praying for healing. I'm praying that you guys are able to rebuild. I'm praying that a lot of you guys didn't lose a lot. I'm praying that you guys get through it. That's from my heart. But a lot of people are using that fire and they're going on TikTok saying they need money. And a lot of them are not even in California. So I'm wrong though, right? For reporting it to the police. I've noticed that, and you guys are going to see it really soon. That to me, that right there upsets me. They're using the fire and they're saying that they lost their home. They're using pictures that are not their home. They don't even live in California. Then when you call them out for it, I'm going to call the police on you. Well, no. Call the police. Yeah, do that, please. Because then they'll see that you're lying. And then you got these people donating to them and they don't even verify it. And all you got to do is Google search the image of the picture they're using, and you'll see that it's on all these websites. See, guys, unfortunately, I don't just believe tears. It's easy for a woman to get on TikTok and cry and tell you, I just lost my apartment in California. And you guys soak it up every time. And this is why I respect men for saying, can you verify that that's your place? Oh, you guys are victim blaming. No, they're not. They're fact checking. And that's okay to do. When you're asking people for money, you have every right to fact check. If you go to a bank and ask to get a loan, are they going to say, sure, approved? No. They want to know if you got collateral. They want to know how you're going to pay it back. What are you using it for? Because it doesn't belong to you. It's their money they're giving, right? So if you go on TikTok asking for our money, we have a right to know where it's going to go. So if you really lost your home and all this, do you have other proof besides this one little photo? Can you show us a picture of when you were in that apartment before the fire? Oh, I didn't save those. Y'all see how easy it is? And people like me get called out for stuff like that, right? You're harassing her. You're stalking her. But you're on social media. So how can I be harassing someone that's putting out something to the public? So again, guys, I'm going to make sure that people are doing the right thing. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care how you feel about me. People to this day still think that I'm wrong for what I did to Rhoda. I don't care. And if there's any more Rhodas doing that this year, I'm going to bring them down too. If you don't like it, block me because I'm not going to stop doing it. There are too many people out here that really do need that money. And it's people like Rhoda and these liars on TikTok that are taking that away from people who truly do need the money. Y'all see what I'm saying? But no one looks at the bigger picture. They just look at the messenger because they hate me. The message could be spot on, but it's the messenger that they hate. And one thing about women, you can have 5 women in a group together, and they all don't even like each other, but they won't say that to each other's face. They'll only say it when one of them falls out. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And we're going to do a show about that in the future. But as long as those 5 women have a common goal on hating one person, they're besties. Oh, I love you, girl. You look good. That's what it's going to be like until one of them fall out. And then if you are a biscuit built bee and all this, that's the way it works. Women don't even like each other. They don't. They just tolerate each other if there's a common goal. Hate this person or dislike that person. They're besties on that level. So I don't expect people to like me, because I'm not the type of friend they would want in their circle, right? Someone that's going to say, sis, this ain't it. They want yes, man. Yes, B. Yes. Girl, keep scamming these people. They've been scamming us. No, I don't live by that code. I don't care who was scamming who in the past. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's why a lot of people don't have many friends. I learned that those who don't have many people in their circle, those people are very successful. And I want to also say shout out to Anti-Hyena Squad on YouTube. That is a solid person that's been in my circle almost 2 years. And I remember people saying, you don't get along with women. I do. I get along with women who come into my life and they're not coming in for a purpose. They're not coming in because they want me to, let's say, make them bigger than me. If you ever wanted me to help you build your channel, I would like to know that on day 1, not day 2. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Don't say, Daphne, I'm team accountability. But in real life, you really want to be where I'm at. It's okay to tell me the truth. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, no, blocked. But Anti-Hyena Squad, she is a married woman who has not left my side. And she's a Black woman. Sharon is another beautiful woman. She's never left my side. She's a Black woman. Latea, beautiful woman, Black woman. So I can name all these people who are still here. In the last 10 years, I've only had maybe one handful of people that did not last in my life. That's not bad for 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? But Roa Osman allowed me to see who was really in my life because they cared, and who was really there because they wanted me to build them up. See, and I don't do well with people who are not telling me their motive from day one. You guys, you hear what I'm saying? Because lately, a lot of people tell me they want to be in team accountability, but only if it's convenient for them. And that's not the way I move. I'm not here to build you up. I'm not here to make sure you're a superstar. That's not my job. That's not my job. You figure it out on your own. I'm here to call out what isn't right with this world. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And people are not going to like you for doing that. So again, with her going to trial, if I am subpoenaed, we will be doing private shows if I do have to go out there, because I know there's things I'm not allowed to talk about. So I won't say anything like that out loud. But if anybody wanted updates of what was going on where I can't talk about it, we will be doing like a private thing. I won't be doing like open shows anymore because I don't want to do anything to ruin the case. So I know that when it comes to this type of case, I won't be able to speak about it, right? But I can tell you guys, yep, I was there. So I want you guys to know that, accountability is near. And I think her case would teach people that you don't get on these apps and lie for money. This is why I tell people you should not believe the first things that comes out of someone's mouth. If somebody tells you something happened, ask for proof. It's okay to do that. They might call you a victim blamer. They might say that you're wrong for not believing them, and that's okay. That's just a deflection tool. They're only doing it to make you feel like crap. Oh, you're right. I shouldn't be asking you that. What's your cash app? Oh, it's this. You'll notice that when you ask them for their cash app, they can give you that with no thought. But when you ask them for proof that they're going through something, that's a problem. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So I want you guys to keep your eyes open in 2025. I really want you guys to focus on what people are saying. You'll see some people will repeat the same stuff, and nobody's asking them for proof. Nobody's asking them, hey, you've been saying this for 3 years, 5 years, and nothing has changed. Eventually, you'll start to catch on that it isn't true. They just want an audience. There are people in this world that are very desperate to get to where I'm at or where people like MTR is at. They want high numbers. They want to be famous on social media. Guys, I've gone viral so many times, and I didn't do it to get money. I just went viral. But you got people that are now lying to go viral, and they'll make up anything just to go viral. And I did get like tagged in like a bunch of stuff today, and I saved it. So there's going to be a lot of great shows coming up on this platform, you guys. I promise you. And you guys are going to be very, very entertained. And I want to give a shout out to James Dixon on Instagram at Superman is for real, who's connected me with several celebrities in the past couple of months. So on my channel, I will be interviewing real celebrities, actors and actresses. I'm not going to tell y'all who they are. You're just going to have to tune in and see. And thanks to James, man, James just met with Martha Stewart. Like I'm telling you guys, I mean, it's going to be great on this channel. And I hope that you guys can join me on this journey because 2025 is going to be wonderful. There's going to be a lot of good stuff being pushed out here. And I hope that you guys are able to uh, stay with me and enjoy this ride. Because I'm telling you, we're going to have a lot of fun. Godfrey will be coming back. We have a lot of people. But James Dixon has connected me with a lot of real life celebrities. And you know, when people say, yeah, I'm going to give him or her your number. Oh, okay. Then I get a call and I pick up and it's the person he said that was supposed to call me. One of the people that's going to be on my show coming up soon, he is an actor. And you guys have seen him in a few movies. Oh, I don't even want to say, I'm not going to, ain't going to tell y'all too much. But there's a lot of beautiful people out there who absolutely love my mission. And when people tell me they love what I do and they're the celebrity, man, please. Celebrity is just a username that I got out of high school. Instead of it being TY, it's a letter D. Celebrity for Daphne. So people thought that I was trying to be a celeb. No, the nickname came from high school because I was popular, homecoming queen, the whole nine, right? So understand the difference. But the Queen of Accountability has been my title for the last 3 years. And I want you guys to know that I am aware, again, of the process on what it takes for someone to take your username. And to anybody out there that has a username that they've been using for a lot of years, my advice to you is please trademark your username because I did not think I would need to trademark my username. I didn't. And just because somebody filled out an application for it doesn't mean that they got it. Doesn't mean anything. The great thing about people who file trademarks, you can contest it. You just have to wait for it to be published. They know that. They just don't think that you're going to fight. Well, I'm a fighter. I came into this world fighting, like I told you guys, right? I am going to fight for my name. And I'm fully aware. And the great thing about fighting for something you worked hard for, when you show proof of it and they can't prove that they've had it before you, that's when sanctions and things like that happen. See, people never tell you the consequence of maliciously doing something. They just tell you to do it, right? This is why we have to be cognizant of who's in our circle. If somebody really cared about you and somebody really valued you as a friend, they would never tell you to go steal something from somebody, right? They wouldn't tell you to do that. And if they did tell you to do it, I would think that that person would say, well, let me look at the consequences if I do it and I lose, right? If anybody remembers that person that did that very demure, did I say it right? As soon as that person went viral for it, somebody filed a trademark. Well, guess what's happening? They have to wait for that application to be published. Once it's published, that person's going to then contest it and show them that, hey, I was the first one to use it. It went viral on the Shade Room. This person never thought of using it. So the great thing about the contest, they're going to tell that person, hey, they have contested your application. They're saying they used Very Demure on January 2nd, 2010. You filed the application 2012. Can you prove you were using it in 2010? Oh, I can't. Well, there goes your credibility. Do you see how that works, you guys? So don't take it as a loss because someone tried to take it. But if anybody wants my advice before you ever think about, going viral or doing something big and you're using a handle that's very like catchy, please trademark it. You know, I don't consider someone doing a move on me because I didn't think anybody would want my username. That's just a username, right? I can change it tomorrow, right? I can change it tonight, right? But when someone works hard to take something that they know it is attached to the brick case, then I kind of have an idea what's going on. If you go to Google or if you guys have a Siri and you ask them who goes by the Queen of Accountability, I'm the first person that they mention, Daphne Sutton. So I don't have to do a lot of proving. Y'all feel what I'm saying? If you go to Google right now and you type in the Queen of Accountability, I can bet you $1,000 cash app, Daphne Sutton is the first thing you will see. Those are things you want to give to the government to prove that you are the first, right? So, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm okay. I wanted to tell you guys that there's been some great things happening in my life, great things happening in my life. And no matter what people try to do to take me down, I'm still standing strong. I don't have anybody doing anything negative in my name because I don't play those games. I don't. I do all the fighting by myself. That's how I do things. So I want you guys to know that with all these people doing these type of things to me, it only makes me stronger. And I'm also able to teach the next generation not to go through what I've went through, because all these generations are a little bit more weaker. So you take their username and they go and jump off a cliff. We have to teach our children that just because someone is trying to take something doesn't mean that they've already taken it. And if anybody knows me, I do have 4 college degrees. And in college, they would call that plagiarism, when you steal somebody's work and you pass it off as your own. I live by those ethics in my life. So when you're calling someone a thief, I want to remind you guys, if you take a public YouTube video or a public Instagram video and put your IG on it, that's not stealing. But let's say that I created a song that only belongs to me and I put it out there and then somebody takes that and then they put their IG on it. Now they're stealing. But if somebody can access something that 20,000 people can see too, it's not anything special. It's only special if you're the owner of the content. So please understand what stealing is before you call somebody a thief. So I want to remind you guys that no matter what's going on in my life, I'm going to do my best to not only move forward, but I'm going to do my best to keep you guys in the loop, because I know it's been like 5 months and I haven't done a show, and I'm sorry for that. But I want you guys to know that I'm good over here. I am absolutely great over here. And I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for 28,000 subs. Because let me tell you, I haven't done a show in almost 5 months and I've gone up 1,300 subs. That makes no sense, right? YouTube was never my lane. It still isn't. But I appreciate you guys on YouTube for sticking with me. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed. The content that I have coming up, you guys are going to be very, very excited on this train. But I wanted some people to hear that it's okay to take a break, and it is okay to fight for what you stand for: accountability and truth. You feel what I'm saying? My username, the Queen of Accountability, I started using it since 2022, and I have the proof and receipts of that, right? But what I'm saying about that is, just because somebody wants to take my username doesn't mean that I still won't be the Queen of Accountability, even if I didn't want to fight it. We all know who the person is. And if anybody thought taking it made them feel big, it doesn't. People are going to look at you differently. And I don't want anybody doing anything or saying anything to people who do things like that, because that's what people do. They take because they want to feel like they've done something over you. And it's okay. You either are going to fight it or you're going to move on, right? So I want you guys to know that y'all know I got videos on my page where everybody has called me the Queen of Accountability. From what's the guy that used to work for he used to work for TMZ? Van. Van even called me the Queen of Accountability. So you got celebrities, Godfrey, and all these big people calling me that. Those things will never leave the internet. So we know who the person is, whether it's trademarked or not, right? And that's okay. But I want you guys to know that this just tells you how this is going to happen. And you got to let your kids know that if they ever want to do this type of work, you better trademark everything. I might have to trademark my name. They might try to steal that next. Then I can't call myself my real name, right? This is how bad it can get for people. It can. And the difference in taking someone's name or trademark, you have to prove that you were using it first. And if you have nothing out loud showing that you were, you could lose it. But thank God I have police reports and all type of stuff, guys. Videos, I'm covered. I have about 20 pieces of evidence. So I'm very confident in this verdict. And I've already spoken to the top people. So we're okay. I'm just waiting. That's all. That's all. So they can clap and they can applaud each other. Nothing has happened yet. There's a lot that's going to have to happen before it gets to that point. So I want you guys to understand that when you try to take something from someone in a malicious way, you'll never win. Heavy on the never. You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted to update you guys on that too, because people have been sending me emails on the updates and I don't need that. I'm already looking. I don't need your help. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just looking at the comments. Definitely trademark. Someone was talking about never stop fighting. Very true. No super chat. No, they got me again, y'all. So I'm learning why YouTube keeps getting me. I recently posted a video on YouTube and I didn't transform it enough, and they said I was using too much content that wasn't mine. So yeah, they got me again. So I'm not monetized. It's okay. I'm about to submit the little thing and tell them I'll fix it. I keep forgetting that when you use like a TikTok video, you have to transform it. That's something that I haven't really learned how to do yet, but someone's going to show me how to do it where I won't get in trouble. Okay. So that's why you can't send me a super chat, but thank you. I don't need it. I'm looking at y'all comments. Um, Blessings all around. Good things will come. Thank you so much, Deneen. I also want to say a shout out to Daquan. If you guys remember Daquan, he's always on my channel. He's been working very hard. There are some people that I wanted to make sure I gave their flowers to out loud. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed is on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. Tariq Nasheed is a dope person. Really good guy. Please make sure you're following him on Twitter as well. There's a lot of people who they give me words of encouragement, and I'm thankful for that because they know a lot about the battles I've been fighting, and I didn't even have to tell them. See, I don't tell everybody my battles. Sometimes they hear about it, and then they come to the conclusion, okay, I get it now, right? And it's okay. We all go through battles in our life. It happens all the time, right? Just know that people that are real, they won't go anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Because they see, they watch everything, and they're able to analyze it from a logical standpoint, not an emotional. See, to those women out there, I want you to understand that a lot of us, we think with our emotions and we get so angry and caught up that we don't think logically. So we say anything that comes out of our mouth. Remember, when you say something, you can't take it back. There's no retraction. It's out there in the air. So what I'm trying to show a lot of women, because a lot of women are my clients right now in coaching. A lot of women I talk to, they don't know how to analyze things before they react. They just react, and that's why a lot of women they get themselves in a lot of trouble, and they typically don't have nobody that's going to tell them, hey, check yourself. Like Rhoda. Rhoda can get on someone's show and crash out. No one's telling her, hey, what are you doing? So you can tell if someone has a good support system by what they put out on the internet, right? If they only put out hate all the time and victimhood and I'm this and I'm that, you can tell they don't have no one telling them, hey, you've been saying this for about 5 years now. Either this person needs to be in prison or you need to go and see a therapist because ain't nothing happening, right? So there are people who do use their brain, and there are people that will keep saying, yes, girl. Oh my gosh, this is happening. Come on, you guys. It's called logical thinking, right? And a lot of people don't have it. So again, my page isn't for people to come and be coddled. We, back in the day when we did something wrong, we were shamed by our grandmothers. Our grandmothers would call us heifers. Our grandmothers would tell us to go back and put something else on. It started there, but it made us better because we knew better. So I'm not calling people heifers, but I'm telling them, hey, you might want to rethink that before you hit post, right? So again, guys, I'm not here to be liked by everybody because I know what I do, no one likes it because it's about accountability, and I'm a Black woman doing it. And when they don't like what I'm doing, they start attacking the people in my life. So I want you guys to know that if you're trying to do what I'm doing, I don't mind giving you guys pointers. You can email me, women, men. If you're wanting to grow your channel, tell me that from day one. I don't want to learn about it on day two. Tell me what your goal is. You don't have to coddle me and say, "Oh my goodness, I love what you're doing," and then a few days later, so I'm trying to grow my page because then I won't mess with you. Don't lie to me. Just be real. Hey Daphne, look, I'm struggling. I'm tired of buying my subs and buying likes. If you gotta buy stuff, then you've already lost. And I've noticed that in a lot of people, they're buying subs. You'll see them go up in subs, but those views are still right at the ground. Or sometimes their views will go from 800 to 100 and back to 1,000. And you're like, what the hell? That means they're buying views. And YouTube is going to start disabling those type of channels who are buying fake support. Y'all better be careful out there. Y'all better start reading up on these rules and laws and stuff. Y'all out here trying to look like you really got support, but you don't. Right? So there's no need to fake it. Just be honest, right? Okay, guys. What else did y'all say? My hairline is non-existent. Y'all crazy. He said Anton Daniels always shouting you out. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, shout out to Anton Daniels. I didn't know that. Y'all got to tell me this. I don't be on YouTube like that, guys. Unfortunately, YouTube ain't my thing, y'all. I be on Twitter. Twitter, you have more freedom of speech. So I go to Twitter a lot, but I do go to YouTube and post and I go. But shout out to Anton Daniels. I did not know that he was shouting me out on his shows. Um, uh, Somebody else said that Shame left the building a long time ago. You know what, Miracle? Shame did leave the building a long time ago. It did, but Shame is now back. In 2025, I'm calling it out. Like I said, we have to do better as women. And like I said, MTR said women hate women. We do. Women hate women way more than men hate us. That's true. Y'all saw what happened with Cooking with Kaya. You still have these women that are angry about this pretty, petite young woman who knows how to cook and shake her behind. That's her gimmick. Y'all really think that this woman just wants to just shake her behind? You have to have a gimmick behind what you're doing. And once she gets to a place where she feels like monetarily she's fine, you'll see that she'll stop shaking her butt. She's going to do something else. That's what women do. They ride the wave of the clout wave. And then once everything settles, they come with a new gimmick. Okay, now I don't have to shake my butt. Now I can just look pretty and make these good meals. Right? So again, guys, we all saw what they did to Kaya. Revenge porn, the whole nine. This is what people do, especially women. Women do not like to see other women make it. And you'll notice that women will attack another woman's looks at a high rate because they don't look good. That's why they do it. I saw this video on TikTok and this woman broke it down because not only would they attack your looks, but they attack your husband, your boy. Like, why do you care about how I look to my husband? I'm married. You feel what I'm saying? But see, people don't use logic. That, oh, yeah, you're right, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Well, clearly I looked good enough to get a husband. And guys, I said this the other day. I remember somebody called me Whoopi Goldberg. And I said, even Whoopi bagged 3 husbands. And it was like, now, come on, D, you don't look like her. It don't matter. Y'all keep calling Whoopi Goldberg ugly. She was never ugly. Society told y'all that. Go back to Sister Act. Go back into those days. The woman was bad. She just didn't have any eyebrows. That was the only thing that threw me off of Whoopi. But if you look at the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, Whoopi was pretty. I don't know why people would say that she was ugly. That was society. But even Whoopi bagged 3 men. One was Ted Danson. And at that time, Ted Danson was a bachelor. Everybody wanted him. Whoopi had 3 husbands. How many husbands do y'all have? None. Okay. So if I'm Whoopi, then I must be doing great in life. I wish I had a bank account. Brick Lady was on Anton Daniels' show. I saw it. I saw the show. I saw that Rhoda was on there lying. I saw it. At the end of the day, guys, what we saw, everybody saw. Right? And I just hope that Rhoda figures it out. Because at the end of the day, the girl was almost at the point of getting a PhD. She didn't. She still hasn't gotten that yet. One thing I can say about myself is that every degree I started, I finished. And I want to remind you guys, to the men and women, please listen to this. If people keep on, shitting on your accomplishments, saying you don't have them, they know you have them. They just want you to prove it. That's one of the tactics that a lot of haters will use on you. Oh, she ain't got no 4 degrees. 4 degrees where? She ain't got no 4. Prove I don't have it. How come you haven't proven that I don't have it? I'm waiting for it. I've been waiting for years, y'all. I'm still waiting because they know I have it. They just want me to prove it and they'll never get it. Oh, she ain't married. She ain't never been married. She's lying. Prove that I'm not married. They still couldn't prove that. So usually when someone puts out a lie, they don't have a receipt for it because it's a lie. They know I got these credentials. That's just another way of them saying I'm jealous of your smart ass, your smart, pretty ass. That's all that is. Well, thank you. There's nothing to be jealous of. Work on yourself. If you stop hating, those wrinkles and that anger and that aura of hate, it will go away. And then you'll be able to see the beauty. But it's blocked right now because you're hating so hard. Hating is going to take away a lot of people's youth because all they do is hate. I don't see a lot of people doing great when they hate every day. You feel me? Let me see. People see dark skin and equate it to being unattractive. Yeah, they did that with Whoopi. Yeah, that's what it is. I never thought Whoopi was ugly, even growing up. Just like with Martin, Pam and Gina. I always thought Pam was finer. That's just my opinion. We all can have our opinion, but Pam was just more attractive to me. I looked up to Pam as a kid. She had the full lips. I just loved the way she had her hair up all the time, or she had it in a different way. Pam was her own person. I just thought Pam was prettier. That's just my opinion. So I don't want people to say, "Oh, she's hating on light-skinned people." No, I'm not. You right. People need to stop putting lies on other people. Hey, look, that's never gonna stop. People are gonna keep lying because it gets them more views. How many people will click on a video? Just found out the Queen of Accountability is really married with 4 degrees. How many people gonna watch that video? Not many, right? But they'll watch the video. Just found out that the Queen of Accountability really isn't married and she really doesn't have 4 degrees. They're gonna look at that video, right? Because it's negative. That's just the way the world works. So you'll see that people will put out that type of stuff because they want the attention. No one's gonna stop and say, "You've been saying that for about 3 years now. Do you have any proof?" No, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Oh, okay. And you'll notice that the views will start to go down and go down and go down because people are starting to believe that, you know what? This person is lying. They just want attention and we just gave it to them. Damn. Right? So for 2025, I'm hoping that a lot of you men and women start focusing on yourself. Because when you start focusing on somebody else, you'll never make it in life because you're chasing behind somebody else that isn't even thinking about you. And while you're hating, I'm still elevating. I won't stop elevating because I'm never going to go to I'm not going to go down to the ground with you. I'm going to keep going up. That's how we have to look at life, you guys. We do. And we have to understand that there's going to be a lot more rotors. There is. I still get a lot of heat from Jasmine Moss, me getting her in trouble. And I want to remind you guys, people will continue to say that I never worked for the state. That's okay for them to say that. Let them prove that I didn't. It's easy for them to say that I'm lying about it, but tell them to prove it. Because I got 29 awards that was shit on what you're saying. And then they say the awards from the state are fake. Guys, you've never proved that these people that you're doing something right. They're always going to say that this is wrong and that is wrong. So don't do it. Just let them keep talking. Because when my brother used to come to my office, all my awards used to be right there. He used to bring his friends to my office just to show off all my awards from the state. So I don't have to prove anything to them. I know what the state did for me. And I know what I did for a lot of people working for the state. So you don't have to prove it. And I want to remind you guys that when I call CPS on something that I deem as abuse, they don't just come and snatch people's kids. Let me break this down for you really quick so you can stop spreading false things about what I do. I don't just call CPS and say, "Hey, go take this kid. I don't like what's going on." When you call CPS and you file a complaint, they have to check out that complaint. And if it is true, they're going to do their job. So why would you be mad at me for saving a kid? Oh, because the kid is going to go into a foster care and they're going to be abused. They're already being abused. So why not give them another shot at life? How can y'all sit up here and say you're more comfortable with a child being abused by the parents? Being abused by the parents hurts worse because you gave birth to me. You're supposed to love me. And you're telling me that that's better than them having a second chance at life? Well, I'm sorry, I don't live in your world. I don't care how many Black women I get in trouble. I don't care, because you guys will sit there and want these men to do time in prison if they did half the stuff that these men or these women are doing. Y'all feel what I'm saying? You got a woman that went on Facebook the other day saying her coochie stank. What can I do for my coochie? It stinks. She went viral. Almost 30,000 shares. You click on her profile and you see her with her son. Do y'all see what I'm saying today? Can you explain to me why she would want to go viral saying her coochie stank? See, these women don't care about their kids. They don't want their kids. Because if you're a mother and you have a child, everything you do reflects, it's going to hurt them. So if you're online hurting people and lying on people, you don't think they're going to attack your children? So you don't think that her son's going to go to school one day and they're going to say, bro, at least my mama coochie don't stink. What you talking about? Ain't this your mama? They don't understand the damaging effects that your stupid posts can have on your son's life. These kids have Facebook at like 7. Do y'all feel what I'm saying? I'm not making this up. I bet you right now that y'all can meet a kid that has a Facebook. Facebook ain't just for no 18 and up. There's kids right now on Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. And they shouldn't be. Real talk. Kids are bullied now because of what their parents are doing online. Ain't this your mama acting like a damn fool? Ain't this your mama right here? And then they put that in a group chat and then they laugh. That's why these kids are taking themselves out at higher rates. But see, your parents, you guys don't think about that. Instead, you think putting your coochie stink is going to help you. And then you get mad at me for saying you're a bad mother. Any mother that would put Facebook over their child is a POS for a mother. And I mean that. So again, they must not care about their kids. Rhoda has a kid too. All these women have kids. And this is the way they act. I feel like if any person has a child, I expect you to carry yourself in a different way because you're leaving a legacy behind. What is your legacy going to be? Hating all your life? Acting a damn fool? Lying on the internet for clout? For clicks and views and shares? Or are you going to be a mother who left a legacy, a business, something for your child to be able to take, grow it, learn from it, something? But a lot of these mothers are not going to leave anything but just a trail of hate. That's all they're going to leave. I don't see men doing this. I've never saw a man say my balls are itching. Some stupid stuff like that. And then you go to their page and they have daughters because the sisterhood would have had their kids taken away. See, they say I'm bad. Let a man get on this internet and shake his ass in front of a mirror and his little daughter's behind him standing there. I can guarantee you at least one woman will call CPS, but they say I'm bad. So I want to remind you guys that when CPS is called, they do have to go out and investigate the complaint. It doesn't mean they're going to take their kids. But if they should take their kids temporarily, it's temporarily. I want to teach you guys that if a mother or father loses their kids because they did abusive behaviors, they have a chance of getting their kids back before their kids ever go into the system. I need you to hear me. This is the truth about what really happens. But people like to say the queen of accountability is out here just getting kids taken away. That is what you call slander. You better have some proof to back that up because that's not what I'm doing. And that's not the way it works. If a mother or father is abusing their kids, the judge will still give them a chance to clean up. And while you are working on cleaning up, temporarily, they will be here. Temporarily. If you want your kids back, you fight for them. And then once you get them back, don't do that stuff again. But they don't just take your kids and put them on the market. 25, 35, 45. It don't happen like that. So don't let these people make you think that I'm just getting kids wiped away. A lot of the people that I call CPS on, those people got their kids back after displaying to the judge that they are fit parents. So understand that they don't just go right to a home. Don't let nobody lie on my name like that. I've never done that to anybody. But if I see kids being abused, I'm going to call. That is my right. And I'm still held to those. I'm still going to do it. So if you don't want me to do it, don't put it on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. Right? Otherwise, I'm going to call. And for women to say that Jasmine Moss wasn't wrong for having her 4-year-old daughter doing Brazilian waxes, I hope none of those people are related to you guys. That's embarrassing. Because I don't understand how anybody would say that that's okay. But if a father was doing it, the sisterhood would have his kid taken away, right? It's crazy how this world is. They only want men to be held accountable in this world. Well, I'm sorry. Men don't just live in this world. Women do too. And we outnumber men. So I expect women to do better. And if you can't do better, I will help you. I don't need people telling me how to run my page. I don't need people telling me who I should and shouldn't hold accountable. I'm not your friend. I'm not a part of any sister code. All the women that's in my circle right now, all of them believe in accountability. None of them will sit there and say I'm doing anything wrong. But if I was, they will check me on it. That's why I love these women. These women, they know personal things about me right now. And I'm sure if one of them said one of the things I told them, they'd go viral. That's how I know that they're real people. And I told you guys I like to throw little wrenches into conversations when I meet people to see if they will tell. I've told all these women weird stuff and they ain't said nothing. But I remember in the past when I've said something to someone that was off the wall, it got out. And that told me, okay, this person has a big mouth. That's how easy it is. That's just the way I do things. You don't have to do it that way. But if you're trying to see if somebody's real in your life, throw a monkey wrench. I write down the date and time that I'm going to say what I'm going to say, knowing it ain't true, to see if this person will say it. And when they say it, you got your answer. They have a mouth like a faucet. You don't need that person in your life. But if that person keeps it under wraps, even if you fall out, that's how you know that that person is solid. That's how I learned in life. You feel me, guys? So right now, I want you guys to know that this channel, it is going to go into a different direction. A lot of people are not going to like what I'm doing, and it's okay. You are not forced to subscribe to me. I'm not here trying to get 1 million subs. I think YouTube is a great place, but they censor a lot of how I feel. And I want to be able to show you guys things where nobody can shut my channel down. My channel came down so fast, you guys, and I was so taken aback by how they allowed back to back to back strikes like that on my channel. I've never seen anything like that. But then I was told when you are popular and you're bigger, they're quick to shut you down. And I thank God for people like MTR, A Different Perspective. There's a lot of big pages out there that rep the Queen of Accountability. And they know genuinely I'm a great person. That's why they haven't left my side. So I don't expect everybody to feel that way. And that's okay. Y'all feel me? Happy New Year to you, hustler. Okay, guys, look. I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up really quick. Any questions? But yeah, like I said, when it comes to this case with Rhoda, I don't think this is gonna be a happy ending. Just like with Carly Russell, you saw how she took the 2 misdemeanors and went on with her life. See how she took a plea? Ask yourself why Carly Russell didn't go to trial. Y'all feel what I'm saying? It was quick. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. 2 misdemeanors. And what she did, she should have did some jail time. I'm still mad about Carly Russell. I really am, y'all. Because if it was Carl Russell, Carl will still be in prison right now making license plates with Bubba. Tell me I'm wrong. Carly Russell had the whole state out there looking for her. They found the wig and they was looking for where the head that the wig belonged on. They had all the helicopters and dogs and the bloodhounds, and the whole world was looking for this woman. And they gave her 2 misdemeanors that will roll off in 7 years. To me, that's an award. That's not a punishment. I honestly think she should have did some time. I'm tired of them blaming men. Oh, he had orange hair, and man, it sounds like a movie. Tubi. Y'all feel me? Because we know if it was Carl, he would still be in prison. Men would never get a second chance. But she did. So if she's going to be getting 2 misdemeanors, right? She got 2 misdemeanors for wasting $100,000 in resources. Rhoda is looking at a $30,000 in, right? I'm sorry, under $100,000. And you think they're going to give her a slap on the wrist? Now, I want to remind you, Carly Russell didn't have the record that Rhoda has. Carly Russell was clean and got 2 misdemeanors. What if Carly Russell had Rhoda's record? She wouldn't have had no 2 misdemeanors, I'll tell you that. She would have did some time. So for this woman to waste $100,000 that she can't pay back, they still gave her a slap on the wrist. And you're telling me that Rhoda's gonna get a slap on the wrist? Who did worse? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Who do we have here? Is your name Hassan?
Yeah, yeah. How you doing?
Hi.
Nice.
Hassan. Where are you from?
I'm from Iraq, but I live in America. I've been subscribed to you for a while, and I've been commenting on your community wall. So this is my first live catching you live.
Wow. Well, thank you, man. I'm so glad to hear. And you said you're from Iraq.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was born
I
but
re-
raised in
okay.
America.
So when you first started following me, were you weren't in Iraq? You were here.
No, 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 no. I was in America. I was raised in America.
Okay. So you've been here this whole time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I was
Okay. I
born.
just think it's. I mean, I love when people tell me that they're from different parts of the world because a lot of people are under the impression that all my followers are only Americans. When I tell them that I'm global, they don't believe it. But go ahead, Hassan. Great to meet you, hon.
No, nice to meet you. But yeah, and you're right. People they need to stop put lies on other people. That and people take it and believe it. That's what makes it worse. And they don't have facts on it. I learned that the hard way last year. Somebody put a lie on me, and you got idiots believing it. I said, wait a minute, you don't come to me, get my side of the story. You're just gonna believe it and take up. It's like, damn, man. But it is what it is. And you know what the sad thing is? It's not gonna stop. It's gonna last year was the year they call the year of exposure. This year is the year of the snakes. So there's a lot of snakes gonna come out. I said, that's interesting.
No, I
But
think
yeah,
the snake's been coming out. One thing about me, um, in 10 years, I never had a lot of problems. But I just noticed like the Rhoda case, it did bring a lot of problems. And I think the reason why the Rhoda case was so amplified is because it went viral on the Shade Room. If her case never made the Shade Room, I don't think it wouldn't have been as big, but I still would have gotten her. And people keep forgetting that Rhoda first went on TikTok. She went on TikTok to tell everybody that she was assaulted with the brick, and she made it into a story. It only stayed up for 24 hours. It wasn't a regular post. So TikTok, that's an app from China. So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that is where people thought that I came from, TikTok, and that isn't true. So to be known on TikTok before YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, that was shocking for me. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. And you're right about going international because your videos, well, not just you, anybody in general, because they don't. It's the internet, and when they say you never know who's watching, you really don't know who's watching. Your video might probably reach China because the last time when I went live on my, oh, what up, hustler and muscle. But when I went live, like my last live, two lives, somebody from Australia finally introduced themselves, and they've been watching me for a whole year. They never
Oh
left
wow.
a, yeah, they never left a comment in the chat, not in the community, nothing. She just one day, he said, "Yeah, I've been watching you for a year," and she's been watching me another past. Like, damn. So that's what's up. But but in the beginning, you got to ask questions of somebody. Send them. Is she lying? And I went around. No one's seen her. No one. She never hit a panel. So I'm guessing. I said, "Damn, that's special." All the way from Australia. So the term "you never know who's watching." Hey, you never know who's watching. In your videos, anybody that have the channel, you never know where they might end up in. Part of the world or different apps or whatever.
Let me give a shout out to, I think it's, I don't want to say everyone, Eden. He said, listening from the motherland. So to all my haters who don't believe me when I say I'm global, this guy is from the motherland. I'm not from there. I'm in Illinois. So I want to remind you that when the Rhoda case broke and they thought I was a TikToker, I did go global, but people don't believe it, and it's okay. I don't expect people to, but your haters are supposed to say I'm lying and oh yeah, you don't have no followers in there. And I actually do have some people that do the K-pop. They're working on a new intro for my channel, and I'm thankful to be asked, hey, can we do something for you from our country? That they're really gonna hate me then when I put that new intro into this channel coming soon. So I'm very thankful for people who listen to me outside of the United States, because I don't know who my followers are until they they give me a shout out or they ask me, can they do something for me? So I'm very grateful. Like I said, YouTube was never my lane, but I'm thankful that people do recognize my hard work. So thank you so much, Eden from the motherland. Thank you. I mean, I love to know where all my followers come from, and I'm hoping that one day I can have you guys do a video from your place so people can see, hey, they really do know her. I don't know many people that get this type of love that, unless people know something about my work. So again, thank you. I'm very humble. I'm very appreciative. I know that people are going to hear a lot of great things about me, but you're also going to hear a lot of things that are not great. And again, it's up to you guys to believe what you want to believe. When it came to this Rhoda case, she said a lot of things about me that was not true. And I wasn't going to sit up there and go back and forth with her, because sometimes you don't have to defend the truth. You just let them say what they want and you just stay quiet. So again, guys, I want to remind you that you don't always have to go back and forth with people. That is something that I learned in my life not to do, because when I did that, it did not help me in any way. If anything, it helped them. So I need you guys to understand that there's a time where you just have to shut up. And being told that from people, well, maybe you should shut up. Sometimes you don't want to hear it, but you can't call yourself the queen of accountability and then tell someone else, how you going to tell me? Because they're telling me what I need to do and they're right. So I want you guys to understand that even though I call myself that, I wasn't calling myself that when I was in high school. It's just a moniker. But when people want to be you, they will show you by their actions and words how jealous they are of you. And I hope that people can understand there's no need to be jealous of me. Find your own lane. I've worked very hard over the last 10 years to get to where I'm at. And I didn't do that by hating on the next person. You won't go to my channel and see that I'm hating on the same person every day. Why would I do that? I want to remind you, if somebody's life is great and they're doing well in life, they won't sit up on any app talking about you if their life is so great. They will do it if their life isn't great. So, to those young women who follow me and young men that I know that are following me, listen to what I just said. If they were doing great in life, they wouldn't use their time, their energy to talk about you. Understand that when they're talking about you, it's because it's something that you want. And before you speak, hustler, I want to play that video that I got off of TikTok. This beautiful black woman here, she summed it up in a few seconds. It's longer than this, but I want y'all just to hear the first parts of it, because it resonates in my soul.
If you really want to know the woman is obsessed and inspired by you, listen to her insults. When they say stuff like, oh, you think you're better, who you think you are, what are your credentials, oh, your nappy hair, your man must be cheating, your husband is this. They're secretly obsessed and they want your life.
That's all it is. They want your life. Because all those things she said, somebody said to me, oh, you're ugly. Oh, your husband must be cheating. Oh, you don't have how come you're always the famous line that these women say to me? They say, you have a lot of time on your hands. How are you always on the internet, not with your husband? How do you know how often I'm on this internet? That's the question I got. How do you know how often I'm on here? You have to be watching me to know that, right? So how do you have time to watch me watch myself on the internet? I'm confused. Understand that just because I have a husband doesn't mean that I don't have a life. I can do what I want. This is my life with my husband. It's like me saying to a woman, don't you have kids? If you say that, they blow up on you, right? Oh, you're a pervert. Why do you care about what I'm doing with my kids? Well, why do you care about what I'm doing with my husband? Does that make sense? So if you're going to ask me the question, be prepared to get the question back times 10. So understand that when people are watching you on the internet, they'll say that you're always on it. How do you know what I'm always on unless you're watching me? Thank you for confirming that. Have a great evening. But I want you guys to use this year to better yourself. A lot of you guys have untapped talent and you wouldn't know it because you're hating on people. Sit in a corner and figure out why you're so angry and work on it. Go seek a therapist, a real one. Go talk to somebody. Go figure out why you hate somebody or why you dislike somebody. But talking about people and trying to bring people down, that will never help you grow. You feel what I'm saying? Eventually somebody's going to say, yeah, let me unsub from this page. Let me unfriend. Let me leave this page because it isn't helping my life. I want my page to inspire the next person. I don't want people to get hate and negativity off of this page. So go ahead, Hustler. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. What's good?
What's good?
Yeah. Dry your tears. H&M's here. Just want to say Happy New Year.
Man, you sound like a recording. He over here happy, new. First of all, I'm like, he playing, he pressed play. Put stop and speak.
This is the real deal. Always here to appeal. The deal is sealed. Yeah.
You are crazy. You still the same person. Hustler, I don't even remember the last time you were on one of my shows, man. It's
I
been a
can't
while,
either.
right?
You've been gone for damn near 6 months. Don't you leave me again. YouTube is helpless without you. I don't carry the torch for so long for y'all. Come on, man. Don't do me like this.
I was posted on my community tab and I was dropping videos. I just didn't do any lives.
Good enough for me. But welcome back.
Thank you, Hassan. I appreciate that. And Hassan, thank you to you, man. Like I said, when I hear from other people that they're inspired by things that I put out, it makes me happy. And you know, I went on was it Facebook? And it said that more women engage on my page than men on my Facebook. That really shocked me. So I have more women supporters on my Facebook than I do men. On
What?
YouTube, I have men, but on Facebook, it's more women. I think it was like 67% are women. And that made me happy because a lot of people thought my page was filled with men. It isn't. I mean, a lot of men support me, but there's a lot of women. And lately, I've been getting a lot of messages from beautiful women from all over the country telling me that I've inspired them to want to change. So I'm doing something right. You know, that's what I want to do. And then the only thing that saddens me is that I'm still getting messages from minors. So parents, please listen to me when I say this. Please make sure you're taking care of your kids. I'm nobody's mother online. I don't want your kid looking at me as a mother before you know, their grandmothers, because I didn't raise them, I didn't help them grow up. But a lot of your kids grew up on my content. And how are they learning so much from me, but not you when you live there with them? So unfortunately, if a minor reaches out to me, I tell them I need their parents' permission, and then I don't hear from them again. Well, that's the way I get down. I don't talk to kids without a parent present. And typically, I respect the fact that these kids feel safe reaching out to me. But when they do, I don't say, "Oh, I'm calling CPS." No, I don't. I'm their outlet, and I'm appreciative of that. But I tell them, if you want to do things right, we have to include mom or dad. And typically, they live with mom. Most of them don't live with dad. Dad's not around. So I want you guys to understand that your kids, they need you guys too. I don't want to be parenting your kids off the internet because you're not doing your job. But you guys really got to step up, because unfortunately, if I'm shutting them down, the next place they're going to go is to their teacher at school. And then the teacher's going to assume that something's going on at home. And now you're going to have somebody knocking at your door. So you guys got to, nowadays, it takes really nothing for CPS to show up. It's really light now. You can't even whoop your kids. Back then, we can get whooped with a switch and go right to school. Barely can walk like slaves, right? Can't do that now. Can't do that now. So the times are different. So if you got your kids trying to reach out to me because you failed, and I tell them I can't talk to them without you, but they don't want to go back to you, they're going to go to somebody else. And that might be the person that you don't want them to go to. So I'm just giving you guys that warning. Please listen to your kids. You might think they're happy, but they're not happy. You feel me? And I don't have to give birth to a child to know that. So I need you guys to understand that this year there's going to be a lot of tough conversations, and a lot of you guys are not going to like it. So whatever the outcome is for Rhoda Osman on April, we all are going to know about it. And if she decides to really do this and go to trial and really go through the whole thing, you know, when you're going to trial, they're looking at the max. Y'all know how, like, if somebody was to murder somebody, and the DA will cut them a deal. Okay, we'll give you 15 years. Nope, that's okay. I'm going to trial. And then they go to trial and get life. I know y'all have heard of that. It's on First 48 all the time. The guy would say, nope, I'm not taking the deal because I know I didn't kill Junior. I know I didn't do that. And then he'll go to trial and lose and get life. Has anybody ever heard of a case like that? I see it every day. They're so cocky and confident. 15 years do sound like a lot, but life is forever. Y'all feel what I'm saying? 15 years with a possibility of parole, you better take that, But they'll say nope because they're listening to the 15 years. And then they'll say, okay, if we go to trial and you lose, that's life without parole. Well, I'll take my chances. Okay. And then they go to trial and they get life without parole. Then they wish they had them 15 years, right? So what I'm saying is going to trial doesn't mean that this person is adamant that they're not guilty and they're gonna get not guilty. No. Going to trial means that if you lose, you're gonna get the max of whatever was gonna be presented. So if they say you can serve 2 to 10 years, in most cases they give you 10 years because you made them go to trial and you wasted resources knowing that you were guilty. So I'm just saying, I don't think it's a great idea for her, but hey, I'm not her attorney. So at the end of the day, guys, that's what it's looking like. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Mm-mm.
I'm looking at the comments. Yes, right, yep. The truth will stand on its own. Yep. Only haters try to deny and downplay your influence. Miracle. Shout out to Miracle Denise. I really like Miracle Denise. She's been around for a very long time. She said, only haters try to deny or downplay your influence. Yeah, of course. But one thing that we're taught is that if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. We're always going to be hated. I just don't like the fact that people hate me to the point where they want to take from me. And I'm not even doing anything to them. I can see if I'm doing something to them, but I'm literally in my own lane. And I'm going to be honest with you. I had to find out through a follower that my username was being taken. Do y'all realize that if that follower did not reach out to me through email, I wouldn't have known? Guys, I wasn't thinking to go to the trademark place and look up, well, let me see who's trying to steal my name. I never in my life thought to do that. Someone emailed me and said, hey, Daphne, hope you're having a good day. Just thought you should see this. Did you know that this person is taking your username? Click the link. And I thought it was spam. So, you know me, I ran the link through something to make sure they weren't trying to play me. Because let me tell you, you know, they got a new little scam out there where they give you a link, you click it, and they got your whole life. Please be careful out there, people, just as a warning. So I thought this was a trick. So I ran the link through a little checker and it said that it was a USPTO link. I said, okay, that's a government site. Okay, we good. Man, I went there and saw it and I was so disappointed. When I saw it, I threw up. Because when I
Damn.
saw the date of it, I couldn't believe it. Because that person knew what they were doing from the get-go, but they were playing like they weren't doing anything wrong the whole time. And it was just a element like what they were hoping to do was take the name, get it trademarked, and then try to sue me for still using it. It was supposed to be a Pearl Harbor move because they know I always mention the movie Pearl Harbor, right? But instead, I threw a wrench into their plan because I found out. So the fact that they were trying to do it on the fly is what made me throw up. Because I said the whole time I'm being called all these names and wow, it didn't feel good. But then I learned in life, this is what people do when they are extremely, envious of something that you have that they can't achieve.
Yeah,
So
jealousy.
that's what it is. And I just hope in
A
2025,
green-eyed monster.
right? I hope in 2025 people learn from what has happened to me. Trademark your stuff if you're planning on being big on social media. I don't care how stupid your name is. If your name could be flip flops and burritos, it's funny, but somebody will take that, you know. So I'm just saying, make sure you are trademarking your work so that it doesn't happen to you. You don't want to be in this position where you have to pay a lot of money to fight for something that was already yours. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm saying, guys? I don't want
yeah,
that to happen to, huh?
yeah.
My
I
name
feel what
is
you're
scary.
saying. But sometimes people just hate you. Like maybe they see your success, they see people like you. People just hate. It is what it is. Not everybody's gonna like you, even though you'd be respectful, saluting. It happens to me. Like now, I'm just used to like fuck it. It is what it is. That's what people need to realize. People just hate. They see you and they just hate you. Like, damn. Okay, I guess.
Yeah,
You
and that's something I want you guys to
Yeah.
understand. One thing I want you guys to take with you before I wrap up is you do not have to respond with hate.
Oh yeah,
You,
yeah, yeah.
you
No
guys
doubt.
have to be better. And a lot of people said, well, look, this was said about you. How come you're not responding? How do you know I didn't respond? I just didn't respond out loud. I need you guys to understand that I'm not going to attend every circus that I'm invited to. There's a time and a place. Y'all feel what I'm saying? We have to
Yep.
do better as people. And unfortunately, it's going to take a while to get there. And when I tell you guys that the hate amongst women is stronger, it is because like I said, Rhoda is a perfect example of the hate. I remember Rhoda got into a fight twice, and one of the people that she was with, one of those girls that she was with, my husband's family knows her. She doesn't even realize how connected I am to a lot of the people that she thought was her friend. So I know a lot of things that she doesn't even know that I know. But I'm not going to talk about those things until April. But the thing is, what I wanted to say is the hate is big. That's why I said people don't realize who you know. And they could be telling somebody to do something and they don't even know that that person is related to me or connected to me. So it's funny when people say, yeah, this person hopped in my inbox and said this, and they didn't even know that I rock with you. And I never said anything about it because everything doesn't need a response. But like I told you guys, when it comes to hating someone, people build these big groups. You guys remember the group that I took out that had 36,000 members? Oh, that group was
Remember.
fake. A group that was created in 2018. I showed everybody the everything I could on that group before it came down. I showed everybody the Facebook. You know when you report a group on Facebook, it'll tell you, "Thank you for your report. We'll look
Yep.
into it and we'll let." Okay, so you can't fake any of that stuff. I showed everybody the origin of everything I did. That was a real group that had 36,000 angry women who didn't like me. And I
Damn.
didn't even catch the group until years later. It took them several years to build 36,000 people. And I know a lot of people don't like that I had so many people that hated me. Well, yeah, Kevin Samuels has bigger pages right now, and he's not even here. So knowing that those people did it, I wasn't surprised. Mind you, that group was created in May of 2018 before Kevin Samuels was even big on this platform. Are we really going to say in 2018 Kevin Samuels was big as he was? No, he wasn't. Kevin
I
Samuels
didn't know
became
who the
big when COVID hit. When COVID
exactly.
hit,
I was about to say
okay,
that.
that was in 2019. This group was created in 2018. So they were creating hate groups about me before Kevin Samuels. So I need y'all to understand I was the blueprint. But people don't want to give me my flowers, and that's okay. That's okay.
30,
That's okay.
36,000. That's crazy.
36,000 women. And
36,000.
and
How
when you
long it take
report
them
a
to build
Facebook
that?
group, when you
Damn.
report a Facebook group for like harassment, because I had to report it for things that they said that the person said they were saying about me in the group. Oh, they're talking about your mom in the group. They're sharing your post from your Facebook and adding their twist to it. So all I could do was report the group. I couldn't be invited into the group because, of course, the person that told me, she would have been outed, right? You know, when you invite someone, the admin has to approve it, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want her to get in any trouble or be harassed. So I just told her, send me the link and I'm going to report the group. So I reported the group because I know once you report it, Facebook can go in and see if there is more than one instance of bullying. Well, they shut that group down. So it hurts me that I never know what they actually said. And there was some stuff she told me she didn't want to send to me because she said that I'd be heartbroken. So I can just imagine. I can just imagine. And then when I asked her, the biggest thing I asked her, did they say anything about my mom? Yes, multiple things. So when people say that people don't do that, yes, they do, because it makes them feel good. It helps them sleep good at night. So whatever they were saying about me, Facebook found that it was enough to shut the group down. So what took them years to build, it came down within a couple days. So all
But
I'm
you know,
saying, guys, is that there's more groups about me right now. I just don't know what groups they are, but I know they're out there. And once somebody tells me about it, I'll do work. But I
but
want
you
you
know,
guys to know that it takes a lot for 36,000 people to come together and say, hey, we hate her. Let's all hate her together. And guys, women. Now, I can't tell y'all that she was telling me the truth about it being all women. I just can't picture 36,000 women and that one guy. I have reason to believe there had to be at least a guy in there. But
I'm pretty
until
sure there's
then,
guys in there.
there had to be at least some guys in there. But she
Yeah,
told me
yeah.
they were all women. You didn't go through 36,000 members, honey, but it's okay. We're not going to say that. I'm not going to sit here and say they were all women, but I can only repeat what was told to me. So I want you guys to know that they worked overtime. They started that group in 2018. So that should tell you guys that I've been on the net for a while. And I was still on the net before that year. I was already married by that year. So I need you guys to understand that this is what hate does. It does. But see,
No,
instead of me telling her, give me every name and I'm gonna just go crazy, I just shut down their group. And when their group gets shut down, whoever created the group, they get that warning from Facebook. Next group you create, and it's like this, you'll lose your Facebook account. See, Facebook is very strict on hate like that. So guys, I mean, at the end of the day, that was the Pearl Harbor, getting their group shut down instead of going back and forth with them. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, listen, I'm going to be hated a lot, but I know that there's a lot of respectable men and women online who love what I do. And I get messages from celebrities. If anybody knows, oh my gosh, I hate that I forgot his name. Y'all know Keke Palmer's baby daddy's Darius Jackson. His brother is, I forgot his name. He was in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Y'all know who I'm talking about? The tall, light-skinned guy. I feel bad. I should know his name by now, but we follow each other on Twitter. Dang, I forgot his name, but he reached out to me the other day. Like I said, guys, I talk to a lot of celebrities too via Messenger. I just don't put that out there. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of wonderful people in this world who really do support what I do. And I was trying to bring up Darius's brother because he told me, thank you for standing up for men. And I don't get that from a lot of celebrities, right? They say good job, but you know, they don't never just outright thank you for supporting my brother type stuff, right? Because then people will run right to the shade room. Hey, look. And I didn't. I told him I'm not running to no shade room. He said, I already know your character. I said, man, how these celebrities even know how I get down, right? So I'm just saying, guys, I mean, if you do right by people, it does come back to you. When you're not hating people, good things happen in your life. So to those people who wake up every day mad and angry at things that they haven't worked hard for, you got to figure out why you're so angry. It isn't the person, it's you. You have to fix something internally that is hurting you, because hating is not going to help you get 100,000 subs or a bunch of people supporting you online. Look at the people that support me. They are real advocates. Boyce Watkins, Tariq Nasheed, MTR. These are prominent men. A lot of these men bumped heads with Kevin Samuels. So if I got men like that supporting me, I'm doing something right. If I was doing something wrong, they wouldn't be supporting me and putting, Tariq wouldn't have gave me no shout out on his channel. What? Do you think he has time to mess up his name? So I need you guys to understand that you're not going to stop people from loving the things that I do for people. Y'all feel me? Mm-hmm. How do I go about this? G Knowledge, you got to go to uspto.gov, man, and do your thing, and you'll be able to trademark your name. Like I said, guys, at the end of the day, I hope that you guys got something out of this live. And again, I don't wish bad on Rhoda. I just think that sometimes jail does correct people, because once they have to eat that loaf and all that other stuff, and you have to follow their rules, and you can't go on social media doing that. When you can't do that, you're humbled. When you have to actually abide by their rules, lights out, time to go to bed, and then you have to pee and go number 2 in front of something. Y'all listen, I'll be so backed up because I can't do that in front of nobody, and I don't want nobody doing it in front of me. I don't want to smell you. It's a whole different thing, y'all, when you're going in there. So I'm just saying, I would think of all that type of stuff before I made up a lie on TikTok or Instagram or wherever. I would think about what can happen to me if I get caught, because I don't like shit. I mean, if you guys watch 60 Days In, I would never feel comfortable using the bathroom with somebody laying there. You could be laying there in a good sleep, dreaming of rainbows, and you hear plack, plunk, plack. Now you can't sleep because the room stinks. That's what it's like. So I'll be damned. He said, Danica Marie. Hold on, let me promote this. Hold on, guys. Danica. Yeah, she did. Yeah. So Danica, can you tell me her YouTube again? She found me on Instagram. Danica Marie. She did a show on one of my text receipts. No, on one of my Facebook posts. And it blew up. And people kept telling her, you know what? Shout out to Team Accountability. Because Danica has a really big YouTube channel. I think she's at, I forgot. I know she's over 100,000 subs, right? Danica did a show on one of my Facebook posts. And when I went to, and guys, listen, somebody sent me the link on Instagram. And they said, hey, this woman just did a show on one of your Facebook posts and it blew up. She got like all these views. And I'm like, who? So I go to this woman's page and she is a beautiful, brown skin, caramel, whatever you want to call her skin color. Just a beautiful, beautiful woman. These big, full eyes, beautiful. And she said, I like Daphne. I like her way of thinking. I went to the comments and everybody was like, yeah, that's the queen of accountability. You need to collab with the queen of accountability. And she was like, who the hell is this woman? And she didn't know that they were talking about me. So she found me on Instagram, and now we're going to be collaborating with each other. So it made me happy that team accountability was all over her post. She was so overwhelmed because every comment was saying my name. That's Daphne. That's Daphne. Y'all almost shed tears because when people share my stuff, everybody knows where it came from. Everyone. And people keep saying it's fake. No, when I get it out of a group, I'm not allowed to show the actual information. You can't do that. But if you go on my page and you look at stuff that was posted publicly, I show their names. I show them. Go to my Instagram right now. I'll show anyone's name if they got the world symbol. If they don't got the world symbol, I'm not going to lose my channel. You guys can do it. When you've lost like Instagrams and things like that, you move differently. And you have to understand that when you're in a private group that's not searchable, there are rules to this. You can't just go and show someone's name. If they go into a private group and they say that, they have a really bad body odor, you can't take that and post it publicly. They can get you in trouble for that. Your whole page would come down for bullying. Facebook and I heard that Facebook was going to open it up to more freedom of speech. That's for us to respond to each other. That doesn't mean that you can't that you can take something private and make it public. No, that's still a violation of somebody's privacy. Y'all better start reading up on those rules. Because once you've had a 30-day ban where you can't like and comment or participate in groups, that is not fun. You lose a lot. And then you get lost in the algorithm. Not only do they ban you, they put you way at the bottom. So when you do come back, it takes a lot for people to find you again. I've had people tell me, I didn't know you were back on Facebook. I almost blocked them. I've been on Facebook. Oh, I just didn't see you. How? Because when you get on a ban, that's what happens. They punish you. Facebook just doesn't ban you. They make sure that you're lost in the search. Like, guys, you got to read up on what's allowed. Anything that's in a private group, you cannot make public. And if you do, you got to cover up the name. Now, if you just so happen to figure out who it is by the picture is public, but the post itself isn't. So I got to respect that. But if they have the world symbol in front of it, I'll put them on blast. And then sometimes I don't, even if they have the world symbol, because that person wanted clout and I don't want to give them more clout. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Let me see. D Woods. Oh, shout out to D Woods. Oh yeah, D Woods reminds me of Janet Jackson. She has a mole. Oh man, D Woods is beautiful. If anybody ever sees D Woods, I follow her on Instagram too. She reminds me of Janet Jackson, but she has a little mole and she has a really, really, really nice face. And like I said, I'm gonna always compliment a beautiful woman. I've seen a lot of ugly women too, inside and out. You can just see the ugly.
You mean Dee Woods?
And you just know they ugly. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. But man, I've come across a lot of beautiful women lately where you could tell that they drink their water and they get a lot of good sleep. They don't have no time to hate. Then I've seen a lot of women where you say, oh yeah, I'm only 35. And you're like, ooh wee, you got to pray for them because you thought that they was in their 60s or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what hating can do. Hating adds that stress to your face and makeup won't fix it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, shout out to D Woods. You're right. Lord Nova, hey queen. Hey queen, how you doing? This is going to be a super show. Yeah. So guys, like I said, I'm really happy about where I'm at in my life. I'm thankful. Thank you to those who gave me a shout out on my anniversary. My anniversary was on January the 6th. And it's never a good day for me and my husband because that's when they stormed the Capitol. They was climbing the walls like chimps. Y'all listen to me. So me and my husband have to be subjected to that every year because we got married on the 6th, y'all. Ain't that crazy? So me and my husband had a wonderful anniversary. He bought me a really, really beautiful machine so I could do a lot of press for my brand. My husband did a lot for me. And then I ended up getting him sick too. So that's what happens. If I'm sick, you sick. We in this together. You know what I'm saying? Because God said, when I said that, he didn't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, guys, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have someone that loves you and that will go to the fire with you. Because me and my husband, we were Bonnie and Clyde last year. You know what I'm saying? According to the world, we were just out there hurting people. So it was funny. But like I said, guys, me and my husband celebrated 9 years of marriage on January the 6th. And I'm thankful, y'all. Being married is so dope. It really is.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Hassan, man. It's wonderful. I got me a wonderful black husband that leads, and I follow right behind him. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And a lot of women, if y'all want that kind of love, you have to be willing to follow. Stop trying to lead, because you're not a leader. You're not. It's not your job to do it. A lot of these women will quote God. I've went to so many Instagrams of women saying, if I get married, I'm leading. But then I go to their Instagrams and they got a quote about God. Well, God said the man is supposed to lead. See, they love God to a certain extent. See, they're not going to follow him all the way through. That's how these women are. See, if you're not okay with leading, if you're not okay with following, then you're going to be alone for a long time. That's all I can say. I'm okay with my husband leading and I'm right behind him. Because let me tell you, if somebody try to break into this house, I guarantee you these women are not going to say, I got you, baby. You sleep in that bed. I'm going to go down there and check. I ain't never heard a woman say that in my life. Never.
And you never
We ain't
will.
talking about no Tubi movie. We ain't talking about no Tubi movie where they grab a remote and make it seem like it's a gun. I'm talking about if you and your husband or you and your man laying in the bed and you hear somebody break that window downstairs, I ain't never heard a woman say, you sit there, my king, because I'm the leader. I'll be right back. No, she gonna wake up, babe. Did you hear that? Go check. Ain't that what women say? Go check, and then you send him to die. You feel what I'm saying? No, if somebody start breaking in here, I'm gonna be behind him, but I got his back. I'm just behind him. Y'all feel what I'm saying? That's how that go. That's how the love is out here. Cherry picking. My
Yep,
wife
that's
got
what
me
it is.
sick.
Cherry picking.
You know what? A lot of people are sick. I heard. Yeah, there's a bug going around. So guys, please, if you know you got like a little scratch in your throat, please stay at home. Don't be out there trying to get everybody sick. Shout out to the Gray Pill podcast. Oh yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to the Gray Pill podcast. I really like this
We did.
Hey, the Gray Pill. We're gonna put some. Hey, Gray Pill. I'm gonna have you on some of my shows. Oh, and Anti Hyena Squad. If you guys are not following her, I'm gonna make her a co-host on my show. She's gonna be with me right there. We're gonna be 1-2 punch. I'm telling y'all one thing about Anti Hyena, man. Listen, I love that woman. Like I said, there's a lot of women that came into my life and they almost made me feel like I could never trust another person again. But Anti-Hyena, man, I remember I told her a really crazy lie, y'all. And I wrote down what I was going to say when I was going to say it. And I told her it. And she had to think about it. Oh, okay. And I wanted to wait and see if I heard it from anywhere or if she was going to stop talking to me. Tell me why she reached out to me and said, I want to talk to you more about this. And that's how I knew that she was a real person. That's how I knew she was real. Because what I told her, anybody else would have ran and said, look, I can expose her with this. This would be wonderful. But she didn't. She didn't do it. And I told y'all the way I like to set people up to make sure I'm not being played. Because once you have been hurt, once you have been tricked, you don't trust easy the second time, And these women were around me when I was going through a lot. So it's hard to separate who's really there for you and who wants clout. I'm one that doesn't mind everybody making it. I want all of us to eat. I'm not a selfish person. And you can ask anybody that really knows me, I'm not a selfish person. I want everybody to be happy in life, right? That's not the way a lot of people think. Unfortunately, a lot of Black people, especially women, they want to have it all. And they want you to sit there and watch them just celebrate their winnings. No, that's not what I do. If you want to make it in life and you want to be where I'm at, I don't mind giving you pointers. But I'm not going to do the work for you because nobody did the work for me. I had to really crawl my way to where I'm at. I didn't have to shake my butt. I didn't have to, go online and say I hate men because that's the narrative right now on YouTube and that gets you the most money. If you talk about men, you will be famous overnight, y'all. That's right there. That's the magic pill, right? The red pill is being big overnight by saying I hate men. The blue pill is taking your time and spitting the truth. And if you guys hear someone screaming and hollering, that's my husband. He's watching the football game right now and he forgot that I was live. So if you hear somebody screaming, that's my husband. He forgot I was live. And I'm going to get on him later, y'all. Don't worry.
Ask your husband who's playing tonight.
He loves the Buckeyes, you guys. My husband, I got him a Buckeyes hoodie and he just went crazy. My husband loves the little bitty things. I can get him a Buckeyes button and he'll do a backflip. I don't know what it is with the Buckeyes. So he in there screaming and clapping. And after this, I'm going to hold him accountable. Look, y'all like, you ain't gonna do nothing. I'm not. I ain't gonna do nothing, y'all. Look. So, she's adorable. Who's adorable? The basketball chick? Who's the basketball chick? I don't, couple with Chris, are you okay over there, man? Let me see. Ohio. Yep. My husband is the Ohio Buckeyes, y'all. So yeah. But at the end of the day, people keep asking me, how he puts up with all this stuff because I've been doing it for so long, y'all. This is not my first rodeo. I'm going on 10 years. This makes 10 years this year. So
And
10 years. I've been online, guys. I
2014,
want to remind you.
2015,
Huh?
2014, 2015, you started doing this?
2015.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because I had to hold myself accountable first. Like I said, guys, accountability started with myself. Like I said, I was rough. I had a lot of things going on in my life, and I was able to hold myself accountable and learn from the mistakes I made, and I never repeated those mistakes. Heavy on the never. That's how you learn. So if anybody's ever defining me from my mistakes, that means that they're scared of my future because I haven't done it today. So again, we have to remember that when you're doing something right, people will pull up your past like they did Kaya. I don't understand why her being intimate with someone else on video, what that had to do with her going viral. But if you look at a lot of her videos, she'll say, I'm going to take your man. And women don't like to hear that. They get scared. They start getting a little itchy. Because she said, look, I made this good plate of food. Don't have me taking your man now. And these women got really insecure. If you know that you're solid in your relationship, why is what this young girl saying, why is that hurting you? If you cooking at home, why are you worried about Kaya? Right?
Because they ain't cooking
their
at home. That's
insecurity
why.
was showing. Because these women are cooking. I ain't never seen so many people cooking in my life. Everybody cooking online right now. Everybody's cooking. See, now you're taking what she's doing well and you're becoming a copycat. See, I don't copy nobody. I'm in my own lane. You will never see me saying cooking with celebrity, cooking with accountability. No, that's not my lane. I know I can cook. That's why I'm married. My husband wouldn't have married me if I was just making noodles and hot dogs. Oh, I get down. Now my food don't look with chives and all that extra stuff like her. She can cook. I'm definitely gonna take some recipes from Kaya so I can make new things for my husband. But yeah, I always cook. I'm a cooker. You feel what I'm saying? But my thing is that's her lane. So now you got these old women that are, the wall is approaching, and they over here saying cooking with Gretel, cooking with murder. Y'all got to do your own thing. Don't copy people. Get your own brand. There's another woman online that be taking stuff and it's in paper form and making food. Did y'all see that woman that goes viral a lot? She'll make stuff in the paper and it looks like real food. This woman's gonna be a millionaire. See, people, when you find your own lane, nobody can get in front of you because you're in your own lane. Nobody does what I do. But now you start seeing people on Facebook. You'll hear somebody say, I wish I didn't get with this guy. And then you'll see a man say, well, then why do you have 2 kids? Now you see people doing what I've been doing. See the Facebook group stuff? Now you're starting to see that on all these spiritual world. I'm the blueprint. I'm the blueprint for catching people in Facebook groups. Y'all know I'm the blueprint. I'm the blueprint for text receipts. Now you got all these people on social media posting these watered down text receipts. But don't forget who the blueprint is. I've been doing text receipts since 2016. So tell them to produce a text receipt from 2016 and then I give them credit. I've been doing it that long, y'all. So what I'm saying is people keep saying I'm copying these new generation people. Y'all better check on me. When Facebook says 8 years ago, who's lying? Facebook or my haters? So I need y'all to understand that all these little stories and stuff you see online, I'm the blueprint. They'll never give me my credit because it's me. But all I got to do is show you that Facebook said 8 years ago, 7 years ago. Show me 7 years ago when you went viral for a text receipt. I can guarantee you a $500 cash app, you didn't go viral. Stop. I was on the shade room like 10 times for text receipts. You'll notice that these people now have never made the shade room. Ask yourself why. Because the shade room knows that their stuff is a lie. My stuff was real. Ain't nobody sending her this. Ain't nobody doing. How do you know what people are doing? You live with me? So what I'm saying, guys, is, no matter what you do, people are not going to like you. And it's okay. But the dates never lie, right? Facebook memories never lie. So you just got to find something you're good at and stick with it. And if there's anybody out there trying to promote a business, I help out people. I help people out with logos. I do that with them for free. I do a lot of things behind the scenes for free because I know what it was like when I could not afford certain things. So I'm very humble and blessed for being able to live in this wonderful neighborhood for 5 years and being able to help other people. So I want you guys to know that no matter what people try to do to me, I'm still going to stand strong and pour back into my community. But one thing I'm hoping for 2025 is that more people that don't like me can start focusing on themselves. Because when they do that, they're going to see the talents that they overlooked because they were worried about me. And I just think that there's too many things that you could be doing with your life than to be hating on someone else. So again, no matter if it's a Rhoda or anybody, I know that there's going to be a lot of people that don't like the truth being told to them. And if you're that type of person that doesn't want someone to tell them when they're wrong, tell that person that from the get-go. You don't like accountability. And that way that person can decide if they still want to be cool with you. Because the people in my circle, they love accountability. And they have no problem with me saying, hey, that ain't cool. Okay, let me not do that then. Okay. And then we move on. But if there's too many women out here that they just live off of hating and they live off of being, malicious and they live off of making up stories and lies because that makes them feel good at night. And again, guys, like I said, there's been a lot of things said in this world, and we just have to we have to hold our own, and we don't have to entertain everybody. So any advice that I gave you guys tonight, a lot of it was because I wanted certain people to hear it. Because there's people that will inbox me and ask me why I left them on red. That is why I left you on red. Because unfortunately, I might have looked at something you said, or I might have looked into who you were, and I just don't like the kind of person you are. And I've had women ask me if I can collaborate on their channel. And then I go to their channel and they're talking about how women should be aborting black males. Or are they talking about how women should do away with men and try women? These are things that you'll never hear on my channel. So why would you think I would collaborate with you? So before you guys ask me to collaborate, please look at my channel and see what I'm talking about. It's like you guys are covering up your eyes and just hitting send. What are y'all doing? I don't talk about those things on my channel. So again, I'm not saying I'm bigger than you. I just don't talk about that. You feel me? Glad to see you back. Sassy Speaks, shout out to you. I'm looking at a different perspective does your content. Yeah. I want to let you guys know that a different perspective, that's my friend. So a lot of people keep thinking that he's not like my friend, but he is. We have each other's phone numbers. We talk a lot. We talked the other day for almost an hour. So I want you guys to know that a lot of these people that do my shows and stuff, we're actually friends outside of this. Me and MTR, we are really good friends outside of this. I know where he lives. He knows where I live. I know his real name. So you'll really know if somebody respects you when you know their government name. A lot of people don't know who MTR really is. I do. So a lot of people don't like that. So again, these are people that are close to me and they're my family. Oh yeah, and this is another update that I wanted to drop to you guys before I end this live. And tell me what you think. I'm thinking this year, I'm thinking like maybe August, September, I want to do what's called an accountability meetup where I want to host an event where people come in and we celebrate, we have fun. I give people some life advice. People can ask me questions, and we're gonna have some fun, play some games, do some karaoke, do some a little bit of drinking. And every year we will have what's called an accountability meetup where we meet up at a spot and we just have fun. My friend James Dixon wants to sponsor and fund these meetups every year. So this is big to me. And everybody that attends, it's a private event and you can only be invited. Of course, you got to pay for a ticket, but I'm not talking about like $1,000. No, it ain't going to be nothing crazy. The space would already be rented. There'll be food. There will be drinks. All that will be provided. You just got to bring yourself here. And it would only be exclusive to the people that are given the invitation. So we'll put out there that we're doing it. And then people that want to do it, of course, you got to pay and all that. But Once it reaches the certain max of people that we need, it will stop there, and we'll do it every year. And this event, we will have fun, we will celebrate, and my friend James will make sure that each time you guys that we do it, there's a celebrity that we can chill with, laugh with. Um, it's up to you guys. I wanted to get your input because he wants to do the first meetup this year. I'm like, this year, yeah. And I'm like, oh my goodness. If you guys are down, I want to do it. An accountability meet and greet. Oh my goodness. I think we will show out. Y'all think I'm funny online. I'm funnier in person, y'all. Now, I don't want to be no comedian now. Because if you boo me, I'm doxing everybody. No, I'm just playing, guys. Since they say I do. No, I'm just playing. But we would just have a lot of fun. We would have a lot of fun. 4-hour drive from Detroit. Okay. A lot of people do these Zoom meetups, but our meetups are going to be different. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm very creative and I come up with things, that nobody else is doing. So it would allow us to all meet each other, and we'll be in a remote location, but it will be something where we can take back like things that we've learned, and every year we'll get better, right? Also, guys, I know people had ideas on shows. If you guys have any suggestions on shows that you think will be beneficial to my channel, please email me, MEN_TAL health@yahoo.com. And I would love to hear your ideas, because I got a lot of show ideas, and a lot of these shows are gonna have a lot of people mad. We're gonna talk about a lot of the things that people don't talk about. You got a lot of channels that talk about celebrity nonsense. That ain't me. I don't care about who Kim Kardashian is with and all that stuff. I like to talk about what Keisha just did on Facebook. Y'all feel me? So I am going to create a Patreon, because that way when I do that, I can show the names from those groups that I can't show on Facebook. See what I'm saying? So only certain people will be invited. What Pop the Balloon show is trash. He said that Pop the Balloon show. Said yeah.
It really is.
Well, MTR does a lot of takes on Pop the Balloon. They're still thriving, y'all. She's still making money. Jody said that would be awesome. Shout out to Jody.
But
I'm
that's
for
not a bad idea, and you'd be surprised. People, well, not a lot of people, but people will show up for the event, because a lot of YouTubers been doing events and stuff, and people have been showing up.
Oh yeah,
You gotta,
I believe
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I do believe it. And I know a lot of people, they really do support what I do. So I think it would make a lot of people happy if they're able to come out here and really hang with me, because I'm really cool to be around, y'all. I'm funny. I'm really funny. I don't care what nobody say. I make people laugh. I've had celebrities
I
laughing
hope
at me.
you do.
Okay? I've had celebrities tell me, how come you don't do stand-up? Because if people boo me, I'm going in. I'm going to start clowning the audience. Oh, you want to boo? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
in that case, I'm gonna laugh at all your jokes, no matter how
You better
corny.
laugh.
Okay.
I better see all your teeth in your mouth from you laughing so hard. If I don't, it's going. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be good. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. Girl, I know nobody come to my stand up. They'll be like, no, if you don't laugh, she gonna roast you. Guys, look, I went to DL Hughley, me and my husband, and DL Hughley will roast the crowd if you're not giving him any attention. And mind you, we went one year, he roasted the whole crowd. And let me tell you, everybody that was sitting in front row, he roasted, but me and my husband. He skipped us. I don't know why he did it. I know I didn't have any pull. I know my husband didn't. He skipped me and my husband and roasted everybody else that was in that front row. So they thought we were related to him, and we were like, no, we don't know him. So I'm thinking it was our mental health hoodies. I don't know. Maybe he felt, I don't know. But he was roasting the heck out of every couple but us. And those couples did not, they didn't like it. So I don't know if it's because we were laughing at his jokes or what, but yeah, he did. So we went back the next year, and my husband was bored. He wasn't funny this time. So me and my husband are sitting front row, and tell me why my husband pulls out his phone and starts going to Bleacher Report. And I looked at him and said, what are you doing? Because I didn't want to be clowned that night, So I told my husband, what are you doing? And you can see the light from him on Bleacher Report. It's dark, and then you see the light from the phone. And he started roasting the crowd, and I told him, please. I told my husband, I'm going to the bathroom then. If you're going to do this. He put that phone away. Y'all listen, because, look, I was scared. I'm a Bleacher Report. Like, look, I'm not trying to be on nobody's DVD. Like, what you doing? So I'm just saying, y'all, husbands will do stuff like that. He said, I'm bored. I'm going to Bleacher Report. No, you're not. So someone said it's all good to hear you laughing again. Thank you, Sassy Speaks. Thank you. I'm y'all making me happy today. Because I'm telling you guys, I've been sick for the last few days. I've been under a cold, and I'm getting back. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you for sticking with me today. Shout out to those listening on Instagram and TikTok. No, not TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Shout out to all of you guys. Like I said, guys, I want you guys to really, really do the best that you can to focus on your gift. A lot of people, there's a woman who attacked me on Instagram, and then I broke her down with kindness, and then I ended up speaking to her. She came from a lot of pain. So I noticed that a lot of women that don't like me, they're harboring a lot of pain that they haven't healed from, and they're taking it out on me. I'm not tagging them. I'm not saying their names directly, but everything I'm saying, it's fitting them. So she attacked me with hate, and I responded with love. That's my approach. I'm not going to sit up here and go back and forth with every woman. It would take me a lifetime. So why do that when you can just handle it, right? And then when I hit them with respect, it changes the whole attitude. Oh, so you're not mean? No, I'm not. I'm not mean. And you were wrong for coming at me this way. Well, Daphne, I'm sorry about that. I thought you were this mean person. Well, I'm not. I actually do care about you, and I want to see you do well. Oh, wow. Well, that's not what was told to me. Well, I'm sorry someone told you that. So to anyone that's heard that I'm a bad person and that I'm mean, I'm not. I really do want to see everybody make it. And I'm telling you, when we all stop hating each other and we all come together, do you know we will be better together than by ourselves? Strength in numbers. So that's why you got a lot of these pages that are doing well, because they collaborate with other pages and they all do well. But when you hate on someone, it does not help you. It will never help you. So thank you so much, Jody. She said 2025 is your year. You sound like my friend James. He said the same thing. Like I said, guys, I haven't spoken to so many celebrities like I have recently. And they talk to me like we've been friends for years. You expect them to treat you and talk to you a different way, and they talk to you like y'all just, y'all haven't left. Y'all been cool since high school and you just met them. So I'm just saying there's a lot of humble celebrities in this world that told me I would love to come on your channel. No payment. What? I love what you're doing. Oh, okay. So I'm just saying, guys, I hope that you guys are ready for what's about to be in store. I do have a show I'm doing next Wednesday. I put out what it's about. So if you guys are here, you'll be able to hear it, right? I can't wait to see what 2025 brings you. Thank you so much. Yep. I think that's how you say it. So yeah, guys, I mean, if anybody doesn't have any questions about the updates, I think we're good. It felt good to do a real show, guys, because it's been a long time. It has. Hey,
Oh, yes, it
Hassan,
has.
we'll start with you, Hassan. Is there anything else you want to say, sir?
No. I mean, I appreciate you for bringing me up. Salute to you, and I can't wait to come back on the panels and start build up. Like what we got going, and hopefully, I put in a private chat. You check out my channel. Hopefully, you visit us there when I go live. And this won't be the last time I'll be on the channel. But real quick, what is your email account? M
MEN_TAL health@yahoo.com.
MEM.
MEN like men
Yeah.
underscore. So it should be
Okay.
mental health, but you have to underscore after the N.
Okay.
Yep. Mental health@yahoo.com. After the N is the underscore. That's the only thing.
Okay, no problem.
That's clever.
Yeah. I went live. I didn't tell any of my moderators that I was going live. Guys, I did this at the last minute. So I'm sorry that I did. But I did. I did that. Okay, so you got that. Hustler. What you got to say, man?
Just want to say welcome back. It's been a long time. Been a long time. Now it's your year to shine. Yeah.
You need to do radio.
I don't have a voice for radio.
Yes, you do. You do. Because when you first started speaking, I thought you pressed play and it was a recording. Because I mean, you have a really good voice for radio. You really do. It's dope. You sound like one of those jazz guys, but no one's probably told you that, but you should.
No, she is right. You do got
Jody
the
said, have
voice
you
of a
considered
radio.
collaborating with MTR? Yeah, Jody, me and MTR have some things in store, hon. But I've been on his show. I've been on his show before, Jody. last year. So yeah, guys. Like I said,
Yeah.
guys, it's been one heck of a year, guys, last year, and it's gonna be one great year this year. So I just want you guys to know that I'm proud of everybody who is proud of me. And if you are going through something in life, please do not give up. Keep going, because there are people right now taking their last breaths while you still have yours. And while I'm at it, guys, I still want to bring light to my friend Angie. If you guys remember, my friend Angie is battling cancer, and this is somebody who
Wow.
humbles me a lot, because while a lot of people are hating, this person here is dying. So imagine that, right? um we take our breaths, we take our life for granted every day. And if you're using the 24 hours God gave you every day to be hateful and to hurt people, just imagine if that's all you had. Imagine if you didn't know when it was your time, but you know it was coming. I want to remind you that if you go to her channel, she's the neighborhood hope dealer on Instagram. She signed a do not resuscitate. So in my life, I've known a lot of people that signed those. And that means that they've accepted their fate, and they know what's going to happen, and they don't want to be revived. I love this woman, and I met her because she was following me, and we became close. And I had her on my YouTube channel. Remember, I had her on my show, and I told her you don't have to be on video, but she wanted people to see that this wasn't a joke. You can see the lump in her throat, but this woman here, she's doing it her way. She's doing it by her terms. And I'm telling you, if I was in her position, I wouldn't be on the internet. I would just accept it, and I wouldn't want no one to see me. I would be different. But this woman is celebrating her life, even though she doesn't know when the last day is, but she knows it's near. And
Strong woman.
I love this woman, and she lives here in Illinois. And I love this woman. And like I said, I have had a lot of people in my life, and they might not have been there for a long time, but the time that they were in my life, they all told me that they loved me. So when you know the kind of the happiness you bring to people, the genuineness that you bring to people, you don't need people that don't like you telling you who you are. You got these people here telling you. You guys remember my friend Alicia Nelson, who passed away from cancer and left 4 kids. She went on
Yep.
and did a video saying, I want to say thank you to Daphne, added me to her GoFundMe. See, women won't talk about things like that I've done for people, because that would then make me look like a good person. The goal is to make me look like a bad person. But when I do things like that, oh, she did that for clout. You'll never please people. But again, and Angie is a beautiful person with a beautiful spirit, and she is doing things her way, and she's teaching me to say F it, just do it your way, forget what people say. There's women that don't like that she's happy about dying. Do you know that I spoke to Angie, and she said that she gets a lot of hate from Black women? So when I tell you guys that we are our own worst enemy, Black women, we hate each other more than men hate us. But these women would sit up here and say that men don't like us. No, y'all don't like each other. Why would y'all
Right.
hate on a woman that's dying because she's smiling about it? Can y'all help me? Help me understand that. They told her you need
Make
to
it
be
make
laying in the
sense.
bed. Be weak. Be weak with tubes in your nose. That's how we want to see you. We don't want you looking good and taking pictures and, smiling. And no, we need you to be sick. That's what these women are telling her. Imagine, this woman told me that 90% of the hate comes from Black women, and she didn't do nothing to them, but all she's doing online is existing. So guys, if she's pissing them off, what do you think that I'm doing? Y'all feel what I'm saying? And
I mean,
I
you
didn't
do
know
have
that.
30. You already have 36,000 people hating on you. Probably
Man,
more now.
they're telling her we don't like that you're happy about dying. Wow. So like I
That's
said, guys,
insane.
some of these women, they just are not wrapped tight. I don't know. I don't know how they were raised, but it's really sad. But let me tell you, I'm thankful for my life, because I could also have her life. And I'm telling you, I'm sure Angie would like to switch lives with anybody right now that isn't dying of cancer. I'm positive she'll say, I switch you. Your problems, your troubles, I'll take that. Right? So At the end of the day, ask yourself, if is it going to help you or hurt you? And if it's not going to help you, then don't do it. So again, guys, I want you guys to start tapping into your talents. A lot of you guys are very talented, and I don't mind promoting talent. Cupping with Chris, this man is a talented Black man who has a really great business. And he is very, very knowledgeable about how to use the device and help you use the device. And he came to me, gave him some pointers. Everything I told him, he did. So what I'm telling you guys is, I'm always here to help somebody. And just because Cupping with Kristen come out and say, it was Daphne, I don't tell them to do that. I don't want people to do that. If you guys, Jody is a wonderful woman that I met too. And I helped her out of a lot of her problems. And when she would send me pictures of her beautiful place, I was like, look at this girl showing off right now. But she didn't always start there. So understand that where you're at today is not going to be your final destination. It's temporary, okay? So guys, if you got anything out of what I said today, like I said, no matter how bad people talk about me, I won't reciprocate it with hate. And even though I know a lot of y'all don't like Rhoda, remember, she threatened me at least 5-6 times. I was supposed to be buried. She told people to find out where I work, where I live. She did all that. And I never once filed a police report on her. Because I knew that Rhoda was speaking from a place of guilt. She was mad that she got caught. She said she was going to sue me. I'm going to cry Tasha K tears. All that was fluff. She went from that to help me hold these people accountable, guys. They are not doing anything. But remember, I thought she was outside. I thought she was having a ball. So like I said, when she was doing all those threats, I stayed quiet. I figured you'd say that. On Halloween, when I was told that she was hit with a bottle, people said that the call was fake. Oh, Daphne didn't talk to no police. She wasn't hit with no bottle. She was hit with a brick. She's video shopping calls. She made the call up. She got the whole music off of YouTube. She's fake. Rhoda was hit with a brick, not a bottle. And then what happened in January? What did the detective say? She was hit with a bottle. So guys, we knew on Halloween. See, those that were following me, we all knew on Halloween she was hit with a bottle. But nobody said, hey, Daphne, we're sorry that we said the call was fake. But because then that will make me look good, right? So I still didn't get any sorries. And I still get people saying they did the work. So sending me videos from Rhoda's page is not groundbreaking work. She had almost 30,000 followers. I promise you more than one person saved that video. You're not special. So if you send me a video that belonged to Rhoda and you're mad that I put my IG name on it, then you need to work on yourself because that video didn't belong to you either. Send me something that you only produced and then we'll talk. So understand what that is when someone's giving you something that somebody else could have gave you, right? So again, we sometimes get caught up in the lies that we don't use logic. That's all. Okay? So guys, if you got anything out of this live today, I just hope that you guys know that I am back. I will be doing, I'm going to try to do one show every Wednesday, and maybe I'll throw in an extra one if it's needed. But the show we're doing next Wednesday, it's going to be a good show. And I'm going to have a lot of people talking on this show too. So all I'm saying, guys, is that I hope that you guys got something out of my show today. Nicole said I live in Oklahoma. I want to try it one day, but not this year. Okay. Guys, at the end of the day, I want you guys to understand that I'm not going to stop holding people accountable. A lot of the things that I'm doing right now online, it's on my Twitter. I just think Twitter is a safer place to be yourself without people judging you, right? No offense to YouTube, but they shadow you a lot for saying certain things or posting certain content. So I'm just saying, guys, they're really strict on what we're allowed to do. But at the end of the day, guys, I just want people to know that when I'm holding people accountable, it's not an attack. It's me telling you got to do better. And I'm not saying I'm above the law because I'm holding you accountable. But wrong is wrong. If you're in these groups talking about what you're going to do to somebody and it's illegal, you better hope I'm not in the group. Again, you can call me a snitch all you want to, but I would hope for someone to tell me if somebody's trying to hurt me. That's real talk. So again, if they have enough guts to go into a group where there's more than 1,000 people in there, then I'm not no snitch. They wanted someone to tell. Are y'all really for real right now? They think because they're in a private group, they're protected. No, you're not. Meta sees it all. So y'all got to understand that, like I said, these officers, they don't need your password. They can get into your Facebook without your permission. So understand that you're not really protected. It should make you feel uncomfortable. They can go into your Facebook at any time and you'll never know, because Meta does have a partnership with the police. So I need you guys to understand you're not getting away with anything. You're really not. Nothing's really private. So again, guys, I want you to understand that do better. Do better for yourself. And if you have kids, do better for your kids. Stop doing the BS that you're doing. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, don't be like Rhoda, because her final destination is not going to be great, because she's done a lot of stuff and got away with it. You can only get away with lying, cheating, and stealing for so long before you meet someone that says, nope. Well, I was the one that said nope, and now I'm being attacked. That's okay. The first time she got away with it, this time she didn't. I didn't need her to tell me thank you. The sergeant told me thank you. The detectives told me thank you. I got my thank yous already. I just didn't put them out loud. You don't have to put everything that you do out loud or every accolade out loud. I just keep that in my files, right? So, guys, at the end of the day, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm about to wrap it up. Someone said, what about the woman who's 44 with 10 kids bragging? I don't know that woman. You said there's a woman that's 44 years old with 10 kids. Is that for real? Are you playing with me? What is this person talking about?
No, there's actually a woman has like 60 something kids.
No, this woman said, I mean, what the hell said
60.
What the hell said this woman she's 44 with 10 kids bragging. You got to send me that. I never seen that. This is the first time I'm hearing about that. If you're 44 with 10 kids bragging, if it's by the same man, then I mean, I understand. But if it's a bunch of baby daddies, that's something I want to talk about. That's crazy. No joke. Okay. What the hell? Send it to me so I can look it up, because I would love to, And guys, a lot of these women on TikTok that are saying that they don't like men and stuff like that, I will start having a lot of people like that on my channel. Me and MTR are going to be working on something too. We have something that we're going to be working on too. So, guys, there's a lot of stuff that's in store for me. And that's what happens when you stay quiet and you just continue to do you. One thing my dad told me is that the truth doesn't need defending. So when you got someone saying a bunch of stuff over and over and over, go and changing the story, you can just tell who's telling the truth and who's lying, right? Because people that are lying, they feel the need to go out and be loud. Oh, I didn't do it. She's lying. But the ones that knew that they told the truth, they just stay quiet and they wait, because eventually the truth will come out, right? So, guys, understand that 2025 can be your year too. You just got to put the work in. Don't try to cut corners. Please do not buy likes and subscribers. And please don't send me people's channels of their like. I already know. And I think it's really sad that we're getting to that point as people where we have to buy our support. When you buy support, It doesn't help your channel. It hurts your channel. I didn't know YouTube can shut you down for that. That's really dangerous to do it. But people can tell when your numbers go up, but your views don't. And then when you go to that community chat, that tells on a lot of people too. When you're getting 1 or 2 likes or 10 or 12 likes, and then you're getting 5,000 views, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't. So guys, please understand that buying likes and subs, it won't get you monetized faster. They know that you're buying it. They know it. Just your followers might not know it, but YouTube does. Don't cut corners, guys. Get real support. You'll get the real support when you start putting out real stuff. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. And understand that I've never seen a page have 200,000 subs and every video was 200,000 views. It's never happened. Understand that just because I have 28,000 subs, it doesn't mean I'm going to have 28,000 views. I don't understand why my views aren't high, but there are pages that have a million views and they'll get like 50,000 views. Does that mean that they're buying? I love the lead attorney. He has a very big following. I think it's like 400,000 subs. I've never seen him get 400,000 views on a video. So does that mean that his views are fake? Should he be getting at least 300,000 views per video? I've never seen him do it because he can't control the algorithm. It's not possible. We're not Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast gets like 40 million views per video. But I've seen pages as big as the lead attorney, and his views never match his sub count because he can't control the algorithm. It'll never be perfect. So if the lead attorney was getting, let's say, 70,000 views per video, and he has 400,000, that those are just his numbers. I only got 28,000, and I'm getting about 5 to 6,000. Then I'm doing pretty damn good if you look at the numbers that way. So again, when people are talking about my views and stuff, I don't care. Show me someone who gets the amount of views that their subs is at, unless they're Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is the only person I've seen that happen with. So I mean, that man, I don't know. Can't even talk about that. So guys, at the end of the day, yeah, YouTube notices that inconsistency. Yes, Beast, right. Small show ends up being 2 hours. Okay, Nicole. Nicole says, shut up and go to sleep. Guys, listen, we're gonna have fun. I want to make you guys laugh, and I want to make sure that you guys all have a good time. You guys are wonderful. Team accountability. You guys show up and you show out for me all the time, and I want to say thank you. I am in the midst of writing a couple books. I want to say thank you to those serious writers who are best-selling authors who are helping me with these books. James Dixon is a best-selling author. I have a really great team. I have a really great team that's helping me with rebranding myself, because I know that over the past year, it's been real difficult for me. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how I start. It's about how I finish, right? So I just want you guys to know that when you're running a race, there's going to be hurdles you have to jump over. Either you're going to get ran through, you're going to run through them, or you're going to jump over them and keep running. Well, I'm jumping over these hurdles and I'm going to keep running. And I'm just hoping that the
Right.
people that feel the need to try to take, that they start to realize that they don't have to do this. There are other things they can be focusing on than me, right? So shout out to everybody listening tonight. It's her Instagram. My Instagram is the Queen of Accountability. You said her Instagram, the girl with the kids? Man, send it to my Instagram, the Queen of Accountability. What the hell? Send me her Instagram, the woman with the 10 kids, and I'll look it up. Okay, so guys, on that note, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Guys, like I said, I'm nothing without you guys in my life, and I just hope that you guys got something out of this. Those are the updates I wanted to give to you guys. I'm standing strong. I'm still here, right? I'm smiling. I'm
And we're
having fun.
proud of you.
Yes, guys, I'm gonna be working on my Black History collection. Y'all know I got them shirts coming out. Please continue to support my website, mentalhealth2011.com. I'm going to be putting out new merchandise. Thank you to those who have been ordering and supporting my brand. I love seeing your pictures. I am going to update the pictures on the website because I got a lot. I was going through a lot in November. And thank you to those people who reached out to me for losing my cousin. That was a hard time in my life. I want to always say shout out to my cousin Rob. I love him very much. He did go to heaven. Um, Guys, if anybody knows me, I don't like hospitals. But if anybody remembers what I said in 2023, I did the walk of hope for one of my best friends who passed away. She was an organ donor too. I don't like hospitals. So when my friend traveled all the way here to see me, I didn't know about it. She ended up getting a blood clot, passed out in a parking lot. Her daughter didn't know CPR, so she went without oxygen for a long time. She was pretty much, gone. But they tried to keep her alive, right? They tried to help. She was pretty much brain dead. Then I got the call finding out that she was coming here, and I didn't know. And had I known, I would have knew that she wasn't feeling well, and I would have probably got to her sooner. So I still blame myself for that. But I did my first walk of hope in 2023. I did that in 2023 of November for her. And I didn't want to do that because hospitals make me throw up too. But I still did that for my friend, right? So, and then the following year, I lose my cousin, and I'm doing another walk of hope in November for my cousin. I want to tell you guys that my cousin Rob was a very great individual, only 35 years old. And he dedicated his life to his job, holding down the same job over a decade, never missing a day. But one thing that Rob did, he did a lot for the community. He was a basketball coach for these young men on the south side of Chicago who didn't have fathers and mothers to go to. He would go to work and do his 8 hours as a manager. Then he'll go straight to the gym, open up the gym for these kids, and let them play basketball all the way up to 1, 2 in the morning. Lock the gym up, go home, get back up like at 4 or 5 in the morning, go right to work and do it all again. And that's what he did for years. He was a coach to the Aquafina basketball team. They won a lot of awards. He would pay out of his pocket for them to travel from different states. He did a lot for the community. And he was the first person to buy my mental health shirts in the bulk. My cousin was a strong, powerful, wonderful man. And he fell ill and didn't know he was diabetic. And this is, I want you Black men to hear this, because you never know when it's your time. My cousin didn't know he was diabetic. And when he was going through diabetic shock, instead of him getting help, he was putting more sugars into his body. And that's what ultimately hurt him. So I want you guys to know that please get your checkups. And if you're thirsty a lot, your vision is off, you're starting to get the blacks around your eyes or your skin, that can be a sign that you're diabetic. Please go get checked. My cousin was only 35 and he didn't plan on dying. We were trying to gather for Thanksgiving and he didn't make it. So instead, I had to do his obituary. So I want you guys to know that I don't care what people say about me, say that I made it up. I don't care about all that. That was my cousin. I was in his life almost 15 years. So say what you want. That's my family. But I want you guys to understand that your life matters. And he didn't know that he was going to die. He didn't prepare to die. It just happened. And then I had to do another walk of hope. So I want you guys to know that I don't want that to happen to anyone or their kids. It doesn't matter how young you are. You can go into a diabetic coma and not know you had diabetes. So it's very important for you to take care of your health too. Rob Bird was a superstar. And when at his funeral, you should have saw the amount of young boys crying at the mic saying that he was like their dad. So I need you guys to understand that Black men, you matter, and your health matters too. And sometimes you guys are putting you're putting others before yourself, and you neglect those signs. So if you heard anything from me today, please make sure you're always checking on your health and your mental health, right? If you guys don't know and you're scared to go to a doctor, if you want to reach out to me first, reach out to me first. I'll be on the phone with you when you go up there. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to take care of your health, because he did not make it to Thanksgiving. I had to watch him get lowered into the ground. And funerals and all that make me sick too. So I'm just letting you guys know I had to do a lot of this all over again just a year later. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that your life, it matters. And how you choose to live it is important. Don't leave a legacy of hate. Leave a legacy of love. Okay? This is serious out here. So men, you guys are under the most stress. And that's why you guys neglect those diabetes tests and high cholesterol tests, because you think everything's good because nothing hurts. Well, nothing hurt for him either until it hurt. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And then it was too late. So again, if you guys ever need any pointers or help, reach out to me, because I didn't expect that to happen to my cousin. He was only 35, y'all. So I'm just saying it can happen to anybody. And it still hurts me now. It does. Sometimes you're like, why him? Right? And then you start to become selfish. I know some people that, no, don't do that. God wanted him more than we did. I get it. So what I'm saying, guys, is we have to value the life that we have, because we don't know how long we have it. You feel me? So like I said, I'm not going to spend my time arguing with these women. If you don't like me, keep it moving. If you don't like me, why you keep talking about me? You love me. That's why. Oh, okay. Because that's I'm going to assume you love me. Right? So at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, that's how we look at life. If they don't like you and they keep talking about you, you're right. They don't like you. They love you. Smile. Something that MTR said. He said Kevin Samuels, he loved when people hated him because you were still talking about him. And when MTR said that, I had to call him. And I said, oh, I get what you're saying. Because, when we look at our haters, we want our haters to stop hating on us. But our haters are actually promoting us. And they're showing other people how much they're haters in your life. And that's going to make people go to your page and say, let me look at her page. And now I just got another view, another like, because of you. So your haters are also your promoters. Kevin Samuels took his haters and said, thank you. Because when you're talking negatively about me, it makes those people go to my page to look at what you're talking about. Thank you for the free promo. Guys, you got to turn their hate into love. So understand that they're promoting you. Thank them for promoting you. I'm going to start writing thank you notes. I just bought me a pack of thank you notes. Thank you for the hate. I went up 1,300 subs. Thank you for the hate. I'm almost at 50,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you for the hate. Y'all, that'll piss them off. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, what are you doing? You're just saying thank you. Right? So I'm just saying, y'all, when Rhoda was telling people, go to her Instagram, the Queen of Accountability. Go to it. Leave a bad comment. I said, she just gave me free promo. That's why I didn't call the police on her. That's why I didn't file no report. She was just helping my page. Thank you. Go to her YouTube. Yeah, go there. You got 26,000 followers. Thank you. Send them all to my YouTube. Make them numbers jump up, girl. So understand that your haters are your promoters. Thank them. Thank them. Y'all feel me? They don't want to hear that, but hey, thank you, Hustler. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just telling y'all, take care of your health. Okay? Because it's nothing like watching somebody get lowered into the ground. Once they get
It
lowered into
really
the
can.
ground, that's it. That's it. Once they lower them to the ground, they start throwing that dirt on there right away. This ain't no movie. This is real life, y'all. And that's it. You leave them right there. I've never seen somebody I've never seen a funeral and then the person get out the casket and follow you back out to the car. Y'all, that better be a dream. That better be a nightmare. I'll be, man, please. Okay? So what I'm saying, I've never seen somebody wake up and come right back with you to the house. So I'm just saying, once you're there, that's it. That's your final destination. And then when we went to the repast, the place where we had the funeral, it looked like a place where you have a funeral. When we went back there for the repast, it turned into like a party. There was music. Guys, that's how quick that people forget. Monday, you could be buried. Tuesday, it's back to work. Now we got to find your replacement. So understand that even when you're not here no more, you're going to be replaced. So while you're here, make an impact. Y'all feel me? Nicole said, I can't wait for your Mother's Day merch this year. My mom passed. Oh, man. You said your mom passed in October 2023. She's been gone a little over a year. I just celebrated my 25th birthday last month. I can't wait to get a shirt. You know what, Nicole? You don't have to wait. Nicole Johnson, you do not have to wait. Email me and I'll work out a shirt for you. You don't have to wait till Mother's Day for me to do something like that. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody that loses a parent, I hold that dear to my heart because I know what that feels like. I was a kid when I lost my parent. So if anybody talked to MTR or a different perspective, they'll tell you I've sent them customized things. Because whenever someone loses a parent, I feel like I lost it too. Because I know the feeling. A lot of people are recently losing their parents, though, while they're older. My mother was the age I am today, 39. And I'm never afraid to say my age. I'm old as hell. I'm 39, y'all. I sure
Praise
am.
the Lord.
I am
Well,
39.
you don't look
I
it.
do never hide from my age. People be like, you know how when, like, let's say it's Beyonce's birthday, it'll say happy birthday. They don't put the age. Y'all put that age. Getting old is a part of life. I
Yeah.
don't look
I
my
just,
age. Hey, I look good for 39, but I'm
yep.
39. My mother
I'm
was
a year older
39.
than you. I'm a year older than you, and I'm proud of it.
Hey, you should be. You know, when I was in my teens, I used to call people, you old ass bum. You an old ass bum. Oh, you one cough away from the upper room. You know what this older man
And now
told me
look
when
at
I was,
us. Now
man,
look at
listen.
us.
Man, I sneezed the other day and I thought I lost a rib. Y'all, I never felt like that in my 20s. When you get into them 30s, y'all, stuff start, I did a crossover one day and I thought my knee went with the crossover. You had to hit your knee back. Like, hold on. So you know when you're getting old, but you don't have to be how you feel. You don't. So what I'm saying is, I know people that are way older than me and they look really good. So it's how you treat yourself. A lot of people are afraid to say their age. I'm not. But my mother was my age. My mother was 39. So that's why this age was scary for me because it was my turn to cross this age. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm here. I'm here. But Nicole Johnson, you do not have to wait for Mother's Day. I can construct you a shirt right now. I don't charge people extra money to do a, customized shirt. Tell me what you want. I'm going to get it to your liking, and then we'll get it on a shirt. I don't charge people extra. It's still going to be one flat rate, $30, Nicole. I'm very cheap, and that includes the shipping, taxes, and everything. Construction of the shirt, all of that. So I want people to be happy. And if you can't afford the shirt, we will talk about that too. It's okay. I got you. I want to honor your mom. You might not even want a shirt. I might be able to do something else. I do custom other things too. Pillows and things that will hold longer value than a shirt. A shirt is good to have, but when you wash it, it depreciates every time. But if you get like a pillow, if anybody watched MTR, when I got him that pillow, he stopped one of his lives one day and said, wait, 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 wait. And he took off. And it was like, where'd he go? He came back to his show with the pillow. I'm not going to lie. I shed a tear because this man has all these subs. I never told him a part of the deal is I want you to give me credit. I didn't tell MTR to do that. The man stopped his live to say, look what Daphne gave me. And he was like a little kid in the candy store. This man gets gifts all the time, but that pillow, that was one of the best gifts he ever received, as he told me. So what I'm telling you is, even people like MTR is humbled by the little things that people do. It's the little things, right? So people can say it's sympathy and all that, but people that know me know I've been doing the pillows for years. If anybody knows, like I said, Richard Jefferson, who lost his granddad, I sent something to him and he called me directly. So don't get it twisted that people don't respect what I do for them. They do. So yeah, guys, I got you. I'm here for people. I go on Twitter and people that lose their parents, they'll say today I just lost my granddad, and they'll post a picture of their granddad. I would save the picture, put their granddad in heaven, and send that to them. Oh man, they lose it. Chad Ochocinco posted my picture I made of him and his mother. So what I'm saying, guys, is when you do things like that for people, it does come back for you. You don't have to say anything about it, right? So yeah, guys. Yeah, Nicole, reach out to me through email, MEN_TAL health@yahoo.com. And we'll talk about that wonderful shirt for your mother. I'm sorry for the passing of your mother. If anybody still has their mom, make sure you tell her you love her. Don't send it as a text either. You call your mother. I don't care what time it is. Call her and just say, I just wanted to tell you I love you. Because my last words to my mom was good night. Because I thought I was going to see her. Somebody made a post on Facebook 2 days ago. And the guy said, please kiss on your mom. Hug your mom. Because my mom went to the hospital and never came back. Y'all, that broke me. I might be the queen of accountability, but everybody knows that my mother is that spot in my heart. Because my mother went to the hospital and never came back. See, people that know that went through that, they know how that was. Y'all know how that is when you think your parents coming back home. You know the hospital's 15 minutes away, but it takes your dad almost an hour and a half to get to you because you know it's bad news. You don't never forget stuff like that growing up. So to anyone that still has their mother or their grandparents here, hug them and love on them because it's not forever. It isn't forever. And I don't care how cocky you think you are or how much you want to talk about me not having my mother. One day it'll happen to you if you live to see it, because you never know. You could go before your parent. So you always got to be careful what karma you put out there. And people have talked about Anti-Hyena's mom. She showed me. I've never seen so many Black women attack a woman that isn't alive like I saw it on Anti-Hyena. I thought it was me, but it's her too. And they don't even know her mother. They just knew her mother was gone. And for women to be so angry at her that they attack her deceased mother, y'all don't think that that's abnormal activity? You think that people should just do that? What do you get at the end of talking about somebody's mother that's no longer here? Because you got yours? But that's not forever. Our parents are not here to live forever. So you can talk about someone's parent not being here, but one day you will experience it. Or you might not be alive to experience it. So you got to be careful what you say to people. That's all I'm saying. Because it isn't right. And when she showed me that, it made me sick. Because I thought I was the only one that gets attacked like that. But apparently I'm not. When women are mad, they go low. They will go low. And they will say they don't, but they do. So, Nicole, praying for you because it doesn't go away. That void, it never goes away. I'm telling you that now. I'm not gonna give you no fake advice and say, oh, you'll live and you'll get through it. You won't get through it. When you lose a parent, it will never go away. Just like a parent losing a child, you can't tell them how to grieve. They just lost a part of them. It will never go away. So I just want you guys to know that if you lost a parent, especially during the COVID and all that stuff, and you need to remember your parent, if you have an old photo you want to restore, I'll do it for you for free. I'll restore your photo for free. I'll put your family member in heaven, and then you can print it out into a poster, whatever you need. Just send me an email, guys. When it comes to parents, that one hits home for me too, okay? Silver Fox said, I respect and love what you do. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. Silver Fox, double nickel. That's a cool name. What the hell said I got you beat? I be big 50. Hey, that's what I was trying to say. The older guy told me when I was young, he said, you better hope you get to my age. Y'all, that didn't resonate with me until I'm here now. He wasn't this age. He was older. But I remember when I was younger, I would attack people older than me. You old, dusty, you old, you one cough away from the upper room. And being old, a lot of people don't get to see that. So that's why I get it now. I'm thankful to be 39 because I lost a lot of friends who were in their 20s. I lost a lot of friends early in the game, and I'm still here. So y'all, I'm telling you, embrace your age. Don't be afraid. A lot of people are afraid if they're acting a fool at their age. I see why they'd be afraid to tell their age, but yeah, guys, be happy with your age. There's nothing you should be ashamed of. You made it to that age. Hope that the next person can make it to the age. So if somebody calls you old and washed up, let them. Because eventually either they're gonna get to your age or they might not make it there. So when he said that to me, hope you get here, I didn't understand it until I got older because I lost a lot of friends and they didn't make it to my age. So I'm just saying, guys, this year is a tough year for me because it's the age my mother was when she passed. So I have my own little weirdness stuff, but I have to be strong. But I'm just saying, guys, keep your head up and just know that this page is going to push out a lot of great content. I promise you guys, I'm going to keep you entertained. If you have any ideas, reach out to me. But on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed because my husband, he's happy about something. I think they won. Does anybody know if the Buckeyes won? Did they?
I don't know, really.
Okay. I think they did because he was happy. So now if he sleep, I'm going to come in there clapping. I'm going to come in there, woo, wake him up like you did me when I was on my show. So look, guys, I want you guys to hang in there and know that you're going to be okay. Do not give up. You've come this far. You've come this far. Do not give up. I don't care how tough it is. Thank you. What the hell? Oh, then Ohio dusted them 38-14. Okay. That's why he was screaming. Okay. And I think he went to sleep because he was loud and now it's Silence of the Lambs, y'all. So now when I get off the show, I'm going to come in there clapping and screaming. Wake him up. Okay. I'm going to do that for you guys. But guys, look, I'm proud of you guys for sticking with me this long. Thank you again for 28,000 beautiful, wonderful subs. Without you guys, the Celebrity Podcast is nothing. So I want you to know I wouldn't have gotten here without you guys. So again, I'm seeing on my end over 1,000 people listening. So that means that Twitter is lit right now. So shout out to Twitter because I know most of my listeners come from Twitter, and shout out to Facebook too. So guys, like I said, if you're looking to change your life as far as health, I have a friend, his name is Eric, EA Fitness 360. He is doing a challenge via Zoom and it's free. If you guys are interested in that, reach out to me through email and I'll send you his link. He is free and the man is in really great shape. He's married and he promotes positivity and getting you back in shape. Y'all, we got to get back in shape. We some overweight people out here in this world. A lot of y'all
I'm
got
not speak for yourself.
I'm not saying me. I'm saying we because I don't want to be rude and body shame. So I gotta say we so that I'm not hurting nobody. But there's a lot of people out there that you should be putting that Twinkie down. Got the ham hock arms. So I'm saying it's time for us to get in shape. We gotta do better. We really do. Y'all know how to do everything but work out. A lot of y'all said y'all was gonna be in that gym. Y'all lied. Gyms are empty. So I'm just saying y'all gotta stop lying. Get in that gym. A lot of you women think it's just about cooking with Kaya. She's in shape too. So clearly she's not eating a lot of that bad food she's cooking. So again, she's just showing you she can cook. Don't mean they're going to eat that every day, but you want to kind of spice it up and make different meals. So I'm just saying a lot of y'all followed Kyle when it came to cooking, but y'all won't follow a woman when it comes to working out, huh? That's where you draw the line, huh? You don't want to get your hair wet. So I'm just saying, ladies, get in that gym, man. I was in the gym the other day, and it's like I was the only female in there. So where's all that
Really?
new year? Where's new year, new me? Y'all lying.
Damn.
No, it's the same. It's the same attitude, same year. You ain't changed. Let me leave you ladies with this. If you've been talking about the same hateful stuff every year and it hasn't changed, you need to work on yourself. Every year, you should be going into that with a new mindset, trying to learn from the previous year. If you're bringing the same BS into every year, that is why you're never going to grow. That is why you're going to continue to buy your support, because you're never going to grow. Every year you should become wiser. But a lot of you guys don't do that. You become dumber and you keep talking about the same BS. Eventually, people are going to call you out on it, and you're going to lose a lot of people in your life because you don't know how to find your own lane. So please, ladies, start coming up with your own original content and be original. Stop trying to follow people because they blew up. You're not them. You will never be them because you're so busy trying to be like them that you want to hurt. No, you got to be creative and do your own thing. And when you do that, you are going to be great. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all don't want to hear that. You'd rather me say, keep hating. It's going to get you somewhere. No, it won't. It'll get you somewhere, but not where you want to be. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this year I don't have to have so many issues with people over the truth and over accountability. I know that's not a perfect world. That's not going to happen. But hey, I can put it out there in the atmosphere, right? So yeah, guys, with that being said, Hustler, Hassan, you guys have yourself a blessed night. I will see you guys on my show on Wednesday. It is called BBL. Yo, we're going to talk about these BBLs.
BBL.
I'm also going to have some guests who actually got them. We're not here to judge. So
What?
one thing I want y'all to know, there are some people who are willing to talk about why they got their BBLs. And I got videos on the BBL stink. So I want these women, I want these young girls to see that having a BBL, there's a lot of things that come with it, like that BBL smell. That is a real thing. And a lot of these men are very, very turned off on that smell. And I do have a doctor who's going to explain that smell. So I want you guys to understand that this is going to be a very great show, but it's not going to be a judgmental one. So if we get somebody on here that talks about their BBL, I don't want no attacks. There will never be any attacks on this platform. If there is, you'll be banned. Okay? I am looking for two more moderators for my channel, because I know in the recent months that I do these shows, I'm going to grow bigger, and I need to make sure I have more visibility and more people that I can trust in the comments. So I am looking for two more moderators. If you're interested, email me, MEN_TAL health@yahoo.com. Being a moderator for me, it's not going to be a walk in the park. Before you could become a moderator, I need to make sure that you are legit. And like I said, we're not here to play any games. Okay? So please be for real about yours. I will ask around about who you are before I make you my moderator. So please know that I'm not just going to say, okay, done. No. Okay? So, okay, guys. You guys have a good night. And with that being said, let me go ahead and end out with my music. And then you guys have a good night, okay, on the panel.
Salute,
Good night. And I just followed you on IG.
You did?
Quick. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you see it.
No, I'm not on IG right now. I'm on my phone, man. I'm on the show.
Oh, okay, my bad. But yeah, I just want to let you know.
Okay, I'll be able to see it. I can see who started following me. So, guys, with that being said, I'm about to close out, and I hope you guys have a good night. Okay?
All right, then. Good night.
Take care, Marika.
Experience the fusion of deep suction and therapeutic heat, leaving you feeling restored. Discover a new level of vitality, empowering you to thrive. TheraVolt Cupping. Restore, empower, revitalize. Now available at SoothHub.com. Save up to 40% using my discount code Daphne at checkout. SoothHub.com.